Welcome. It was a cold night. Colder than usual. Foggier than usual. With more mental narration going on than usual. There were more microphones than usual. A breakfast burrito bowl. Tofu, onion, garlic, potato, mushroom, black beans, salsa, nutritional yeast. Spinach, spices, and kale. It made me think about how yellow and green could come together in perfect harmony. Oh yeah. It made me think about life. It made me think about this town, LA, and the dirty things that happen here. The streets that could be cleaned every morning by street sweepers never really truly wash away the dirt. That's true. A man walking down an alley, looking up, looking straight. Looking up. What's he up to? What's he looking up to? Dr. Mytho, how are you? Sup to you. Sup, 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 sup. I'm excited to play this again. Missed it. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna post a link in our Discord. We're on Twitch, YouTube, Mixer. What else? D Live and Lachlan's Facebook. Hello, Lachlan's family and friends. LA Noire on the Nintendo Switch, baby. What great music. What a great vibe. Be a huge part of this game. And its appeal. The lighting is a work in progress. But I think we're getting a little closer to what we need. Alright, let's do this. Let's rock this town. We're on Mixer, baby. Rated teen. Good idea. There'll be some swears. Dr. Mytho. What are you up to, Dr. Mytho? Mytho, Dr. Mytho. Sounds like you're having miso soup, but you have a lisp. I'd love some miso soup. I'd love some miso soup. But that's not what your name is. It's more like mytho, like mythology. Thanks for the cheer, my friend. Hey guys, hey guys, hey guys, hey guys, hey guys. Alright, we got a cutscene coming up. Let's pay attention. The 1-1, the 111 Club. A den of evil, where the bad people go to have a good time. That's just a lady helping that man read. Staircase to nowhere. Or the third floor. Marriage made in heaven. Almost sounds like the Breath of the Wild soundtrack. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. It's the license plate. 3CL149. They're gone. They're out of here.
All right, gentlemen, I just got this handed to me. A hit-and-run felony at Ray's Cafe, 208 North Los Angeles. Got a patrolman on site. The coroner's on his way. Get down there, see if you can find any witnesses who can put a make on the car.
The canary says he'll sing, but only if I guarantee he walks.
All right. Is that guy speaking real language? That guy's never fired a gun? That guy's talking about canaries singing. Ate so much the past 24 hours. Brain having a lot of toxicity. Sorry, buddy. Yo, 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 it's Lena. Hey, ladies.
Let me guess. You're lost in my eyes.
Wow. It does have that Rockstar detail of little, like, making each character feel alive.
I don't have time for your song and dance right now.
And sort of their obsession with going back in time and creating a real...
You're a real asshole.
Look at the lighting, eh? It's a beautiful game.
I scat the scratch. Is that so wrong?
Seems like
And then it also has that Rockstar thing where after a while it just sounds like everybody's yelling out catchphrases. You know?
how's this guy doing?
Constantly.
But I ain't got time for talk. I want to make homicide. I mean, you know you've made it if you got that desk.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Who? Is that our partner? Was he gonna get in his car? Did he just get out? Did he just show up to work?
Looks like the DA is going to press charges. And Rodriguez might do time.
I'll speak to the DA. She suffered enough.
I don't know, Cole. She's an easy make, and the DA likes convictions.
I'll convince him to let it go.
How do you do that?
I'll give him something better.
Something better. This Phelps. He's an ambitious fella. I went from drinking way too much coffee to no coffee and tea to now one coffee. And I'm just going to enjoy it. I'm good, Leonard. How are you? A woman waiting. A barman. What does he know? An old man drinking.
Detectives, over here.
Cole Phelps, traffic. What have we got?
Thick as a white male named Lester Patterson. Walked out of the bar and into the street. Car hit over there, and he ended up here. Dead on impact by the look of it.
Have you canvassed the area?
The only one with anything useful to contribute is the young lady over there. She lives above the bar. Name is Shannon Perry. No, it's not a stage name. 24 years old, she left Kansas to follow the yellow brick road.
Is that so?
We'll take a formal statement later. Right now, we're going to take a look around.
The partner's face looks a lot more kind of weirdly jammed onto his face. You know what I'm saying? Who looks more realistic, the characters or me? I don't know. They look quite yellow.
Phelps,
Shannon Perry.
You should take a look at the body. Poor guy didn't stand a chance.
I landed on his face and ended up here. The car must have struck him from behind.
Cole Phelps, pretty smart guy. Hey, Catherine Garcia. How are you? Nice to see ya. New surprise trailer out for Leonard's game. Fantastic, man. Don't. Like to move the face around. Get in there. Okay. What's in that pocket? Mr. Patterson. The receipt of your application 14F and pre-approval has been granted to raise a weekly premium in your life insurance policy from $370 to $590.
Patterson has life insurance.
What's that? Why did he write WTF? Lump sum of $10,000 in the event of your untimely death. Your beneficiaries, $16,000. Oh, I see. He used to have $10,000, now $16,000. And then he dies. Suspicious. Death Stranding's getting a new trailer. You can barely wait. Cool, man. Doing good. Graduated last Friday. Congratulations. All right, Catherine. So what's next for you? I guess everybody's asking you that. Just enjoy it. Just enjoy it. Yeah. Get a little bit of money.
We can notify next of kin.
It's definitely this guy. Start university in November. That's good. It's good to just get it started, you know. It can be hard to go back after a bit of time off. I went back just like way after and for maybe 1 year, but I just really wasn't into it by then. I was way more into playing music. And I was lucky to be able to do it. Arm. There. Sometimes it feels like there's... So like, what's this one and what's this one? Oh, that's his other pocket where he took out the wallet. New clue, wallet. Isn't it amazing just seeing them touch everything like this? What are you taking in university? Whoa. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
What have you got on the victim?
From all reports, he was intoxicated at the time of the accident. I'll know how intoxicated once I've done the autopsy. Looking him over now, I'd say he died on impact.
Well, we can go to the bar
What
and
about
find
the
out.
chest wound? Isn't that inconsistent?
Very common in auto injuries. Look for a car with a prominent hood ornament. Those things are killers.
And cut off. Look at
Careful
this
where
hat.
you're stepping, Phelps. I don't come down to the station house and tap dance on your desk.
I'd love it if you did. Do the old soft shoe. What are these lights running on? Batteries?
Never the same, are they?
Never the same. Oh, look at this. Hit the ground. Skidded quite a while.
Body traveled a good 20 feet.
Must have been going fast. This game's really cool. I'm glad you pestered me to play this one, Leonard, but that does not mean pester me with other games.
This blood is a long way from the body. Car must have been going like a bat out of hell.
May 30th, eh? Cool. I don't think I'll watch it. Just gonna enjoy the game.
So the driver managed to brake before the impact.
I would recommend anyone get this on PS4, probably even PS3. Fort Sale University. They have the course you want to take. Oh, cool. Yeah, university's great. You get to meet new people.
She's all yours, detective.
And it's just a fantastic time. Get to be on your own. It'll be a lot of fun. Be some of the best times of your life.
Miss Perry?
Yes?
I'm Detective Phelps. This is my partner, Detective Bukowski.
Okay. Whenever they do the sketches, everybody looks very Spanish.
Can you tell us what happened?
Well, I came to the window because I heard people arguing downstairs.
Then what happened?
I saw a car hit that poor man and knock him down the street.
What kind of car was it?
A dark red Lincoln Continental.
Did you see the license plate?
Only the first three letters, I'm afraid. 3C8.
And I think with LA Noire, I always wanted to play it anyway, because I tried getting it on PS3 and sold it before I could really get into it. So I was always eyeing it up on the Switch, and then it kept going down in price, so. But yeah, definitely pestering will make me not want it. Makes me not like it.
Tell me more about the argument you heard.
Well, there were two voices. A man and a woman, that's all.
Uh-huh. I'm gonna say bad cop, baby.
Why are you holding out on us, Miss Perry?
I'm sorry. I was hoping to tell my story to the newspapers. I'd like to get my picture in the paper. Trying to find work as an actress, and things look pretty difficult.
Cough it up, sister. We don't have all night.
People arguing? They were husband and wife. I could tell by what she was yelling. Intimate things. Very embarrassing for the man.
Thank you, Miss Perry. Your information has been very helpful. You can go now.
You really think so? I hope you find that driver and put him away.
You certainly got away with the dames, Phelps.
Give it a rest, Bukowski.
Let's see what the patrons have to say.
I'll take the bartender. You work the rest of the room.
It's weird. Do you think this would be better to have it at 60 frames a second so the voices move a bit more naturally? Or do you think it's better to do it at 24 frames per second, so it looks more like a movie. But that would kind of be weird with everything else going on. I find these things are really disruptive. Unless they're meant to be found here. But it's like, okay, we're in the middle of a case and I'm just going to go into this weird flashback.
Courtney, come in. Have a seat.
Thanks, Doctor.
How are you finding working at the clinic?
It's, fine.
Are you sure?
Can I be honest with you, Doctor?
I would hope so, Courtney.
I was hoping that the therapy would be more beneficial.
Treatment can unfortunately be very long-term.
So many of the patients here are addicts, Doctor.
Many of them have been for years, Courtney. In the past, these people were condemned to sanatoriums. If we can reveal the root of the problem, then we have a chance to help them.
And until then, they stay sedated?
Do I detect a hint of reproach, Courtney?
I was expecting more, Doctor. I'm sorry. I don't mean to criticize.
Part of being a physician, Courtney, is learning to be patient.
That's why they call them patients, Coach.
How is it possible to keep so many of them on their medications, Doctor? Many of their addictions are illegal.
Oh, many things in life are gray, Courtney. What may on the surface appear to be illegal is actually of benefit to society at large.
I'm Detective Phelps of the LAPD.
How can I help, Detective?
Your name would be a good start.
Dudley Lynch. Hired help. I run the place when the owner ain't around.
Where is the owner?
He stepped out. Somebody had to take Lorna, Mrs. Patterson, home.
Mrs. Patterson.
Do you know the victim?
Yeah. Lester Patterson. He's a regular here, or he was.
Not one of your favorite customers?
Lester was special, but not my kind of special.
Was Lester drinking alone?
No. He came here with his wife. She didn't seem too interested in the booze, though.
What can you tell me about the accident?
Not a lot. It was busy in here, and all I heard was the impact.
Liar!
So what was he doing outside? It's against licensing regulations to drink on the sidewalk.
Lester and Lorna were having a fight. The owner made him take it outside. It was pretty ugly.
A witness overheard an argument.
Lester and Lorna. There's nothing like airing your dirty laundry in public, is there?
I mean, this guy hasn't really lied about anything. But I thought you said Rockstar didn't make the first one, Leonard. I don't know. Intuition, I guess? I don't know. How do I keep getting all these ones? Good cop or bad cop? Bad cop!
Why was Lorna Patterson in such a hurry to leave? What is going on here?
Lorna was pretty upset, so Leroy took her home. Lorna and Leroy are close.
Whoa.
They've been talking about opening a new bar.
Leroy.
Leroy Sabo, the owner.
Hungarian name. Right, but they would be the ones that would have to make it.
How long have Lorna and Leroy been talking about this new bar?
Who knows? I just served the drinks.
Liar. You're a liar.
Bartenders hear all sorts of things. Are you gonna tell me, or do we have to start playing rough?
When Lester was drinking, he treated Lorna like dirt. He gambled away all their money. Lorna pitched Leroy about the bar. I don't know how interested he is.
Is Leroy doing well?
Hell no. The only thing keeping this place afloat are the poker games.
Thanks for your help, Lynch. I'm gonna need you to sign a statement with the patrolman.
Sure, no problem.
You get anything out of the regulars?
They weren't giving too much away. They liked watching Lester and Lorna go a few rounds every other day. And Lester was a fan of the love tap.
You know who that guy looks like? You ever played Until Dawn? The psychiatrist in Until Dawn? Is that guy wearing a Bluetooth thing behind his ear? He's from the future. Search for clues. Clues. More clues. Check the old alleyway. I came down here first because a cat drew me here. But really, I found some nice banana peels. A friggin' knife. It's bloody. How about that? I feel a rumble. Right there. You know, I still haven't played that one. That could be fun.
A knife covered in blood.
I wish there's more time to make decisions than
Steak
Until
knife.
Dawn.
This is a hit-and-run case, Phelps. Anyone could have thrown away a kitchen knife.
In any case, we'll want tech services to scrub the alleyway before they bag the knife.
That's it. Steak knife. Let's get the heck out of here. I'm really liking this game. You can actually lose. It's great. And it's got that great detention. It's kind of like everything that's cool about Red Dead, except there's more of a game. You know? Is this not our car? Yeah, it's not your car. They just all look the same. We were parked next to a taxi cab that looked kind of like this. It was after we've been looking at cars all day.
You can drive.
Red Dead's just different.
Where are we going?
Well, we're already here. Let's go there. Yeah, Red Dead's worse. I mean, it's different. It's just different. What's that? What does that sound? It's like a toy piano. Or like a music box played very slowly. It's the way the piano sound has that. There's that plink, but then that lower note behind it. 4:47 a.m. And you're supposed to really pay attention to the clues and the names. It's fun. The old loose wrist knock.
Yes? Hello?
Mrs. Patterson.
Is this about my husband?
We're investigating the incident, ma'am.
I see. Come in, won't you?
Can you tell me what happened?
Maybe I should have looked around first, eh?
He got hit by a car and now he's dead.
You don't appear to be too upset about the fact.
Lester and I met on a furlough in '44. We got married that weekend. People don't understand it now, but that happened a lot back then.
I see. So you probably did well to stick it out this long.
What's that supposed to mean, mister? I think it's about time you left. I have someone here,
I
and
beg your pardon? You're gonna have to run that one by us again, sister.
It's okay, Lorna. I'm Leroy Sabo.
Well, well. Nice to see you're comforting the grieving widow, Mr. Sabo.
All right, wise guy. Do you have any intelligent questions you would like me to answer?
You can confirm Mrs. Patterson's story.
Lester lost at cards. He was kind of hard to control when he lost his temper. He turned without looking and walked right out in front of the car. It wasn't good.
What's your relationship with Mrs. Patterson, Mr. Sabo?
We're friends. Good friends.
You expect me to believe that?
Look, I was filing for divorce. Mental cruelty. Lester could be a mean son of a bitch.
And Lester knew about that?
No, I hadn't told him.
Well, hasn't this worked out well for the two of you?
A lot of yelling,
I feel
eh?
almost bad for busting in on this little rendezvous.
She kind of looks like the last person too. It's the way they like put the face on. It's kind of this like duck thing. You know what I'm talking about? Or do you think they use the same actor and modify their face a bit?
How did the car come to hit Lester?
He walked straight into the path of an oncoming car.
Liar.
You expect me to believe that, Lorna? It's all very convenient.
Gambling for Lester was like the needle for a hophead. He was yelling at me. He was yelling at the whole world. I kind of felt sorry for the driver. Poor guy had no chance.
You were arguing in the bar and on the sidewalk?
We were always arguing. So what?
Liar.
Admit it, you were baiting him, pushing his buttons. We can easily get the full story from the regulars in the bar.
All right. Lester was playing cards out back. He lost, of course, and wanted back in. He suggested I earn the money on my back to get a mistake. That was the proposition he was putting to his so-called buddies. So maybe I was a little angrier than usual. Let's just say I took exception to his idea.
It's like her mouth is too big for her head. I mean, maybe that's just what maybe the actress is watching this right now going, I know, my mouth. I'm very self-conscious about it. Open it up, sweetheart.
You think I got nothing better to do? Beat it.
Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm just gonna hit bad cop every time.
You and Leroy were planning to go into business together. Can you explain how you'll get the money to do that?
I have a little money saved away.
Oh my God, you're a bloody liar. Oh yeah, the insurance letter. Accuse!
You're being economical with the truth, Lorna.
You want to back that up, little man?
Yeah, baby. It's called insurance letter.
You increased the premium on Lester's life insurance. GI insurance policies have a $10,000 payout.
It was Leroy's idea. Lester lived on the edge. He was always getting into fights, crap games, pinochle, you name it. Turns out it was good advice.
It speaks to motive and premeditation, Lorna.
You're forgetting the hit and run detective.
You and Mr. Sabo have an interesting day.
I'm sure we will, officer. Now, if you could both just leave.
We're leaving, ma'am. Sorry for your loss. I can see what a tough time you're having with all this.
Sabo.
Lester could be a heel, but that's a lousy way for anyone to go out.
I guess I'm not supposed to be in the house anymore. That guy should be talking to me outside. Oxidol.
Don't think this is any use to us. Not everything here is going to be relevant.
Yeah, he does. He is very bipolar in his screaming, you know. Sometimes he's like, so, how are you? And then bam. So they must have like recorded all those lines at once, you know. Well, they have a booth set up in their kitchen. It's like a diner. And they have a fireplace in their kitchen. This house is weird. Okay. I love how they, in almost every game, this one, you can walk like this. You know, this is something you only see in a video game. The forward moonwalk. Although when you go up to the wall, he stops. More realistic, but can cause hang-ups. Oh, they like to play cards in here, do they?
This isn't what we're looking for.
What about a knife? What about like a missing knife or something?
Operator, give me R&I.
He always calls this place.
Putting you through now.
He's not gonna see if it's a fake door.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need to run a partial license plate, 3 Charles 8. Cross-check possible Lincoln owners. Suspect vehicle is a red Lincoln Continental.
Just a moment, Detective.
So you think
Only
those
one
horses?
possible make on that license. Registered to a William Shelton, 738 West Temple Street.
A William.
Are there any messages for me?
Just one, Detective, from the coroner. Message reads, Phelps, see me at Central Morgue immediately. Results of the Pattison autopsy.
Thanks.
I love it. So these are probably all the horses
Looks like
that
we
he
caught a break on this
wanna,
one.
You know, because I think when you go to the track, if you bet on a horse and it wins, you get the photo finish. Or he just likes the way that the arch of the back on the horse. The real life actors look so different. So I thought they did the face scans though. So maybe they just take like the facial movements and apply it to the model. Which is why it looks a bit funny. They can't wait for me to leave. Damn screw, get out of here. Pack up. I'm running. Let's go. Which one's drive?
You're behind the wheel.
So where you want to go?
Central Morgue, baby. This game's good. I'm very drawn in. It's like playing like an old sort of visual novel style. But in the sense of the old visual novels where you do have to sort of pay attention. They dress up the actors to look like the characters, the makeup, hairstyles, and clothes. But then you just said that the actress looks so different. So why bother dressing her up? Just to get into character? So you're saying no, but you're still telling me that the actress looks way different.
Bartender says, what is this, some kind of joke?
Where's the bloody morgue?
A cop from the newspapers.
We can put the driver in front of a judge in less than a week.
You'd be making a big mistake.
Run that by me again?
The victim was dead before the car hit him. 2 puncture wounds to the right side of the thorax. Second puncture reached his heart.
You're kidding me.
Been doing this job 23 years, son. No one's ever laughed at one of my jokes.
He was stabbed to death?
Long, sharp knife. Length of a bayonet.
We found a knife in the alleyway.
Where is it now? Was it bagged?
By Patrolman Kaplan.
Perfect. I'll get you a definite match.
Jesus, we got him. Murder 1. We were right there and they tried to stare us down. Now they'll both get the gas chamber.
That's what they actually did back then?
We have the coroner's report, and I bet we could roll Sabo as a witness. Let's bring her in.
Well, let's go to the other guy's place.
Will you look at this clown?
What clown? Who's talking? The janitor? You look at this clown over here, all dressed up in his clown makeup.
So what next?
Let's go to the
We have the
shelter
knife,
first.
we have the coroner's report, and I bet we could roll Sabo as a witness. Let's bring her in.
Gas chamber. I
Lucky
thought they.
break getting a partial ID.
I thought they first said
Dead in the water after 24 hours.
gas chamber about because
just
one of the
stop?
guys was a Jew, right?
You heard about fight or flight during the war?
Sure. Never back your enemy into a corner. That kind of stuff.
Right. Well, in a hit and run, the perp is already in flight. It's easier to keep going. Takes a degree of moral courage to stop and accept responsibility.
Oh my God, this guy's
Not
crazy.
as dumb as you make yourself out to be, are you, Stefan?
I didn't know I was making myself out to be
What's
dumb.
going on here? That's what it's going to be like when you're driving in an AI car. In a hit and run, there's one horrible mission that has really strict timers. Oh, Simpsons hit and run? I got you.
That coward thinks he can run from everything.
Oh, crap. But we don't need to go after this guy. We're chasing him through the park. Oh, baby. Skip the cutscene. I'm sure it was just a guy coming out and going, whoa. Sees the cop car and runs.
Lay into his wheel arches. Come on.
No wonder he killed someone driving like this.
I don't know. You're not that much better. Oh, I thought I could cut through there.
Let that asshole get away.
Oh, God. Yeah, I didn't mean to skip the cutscene. I just thought it was going to be them rolling up really slowly. Thought I could have saved 10 seconds of my life. Da-da-da-da. Whoa, 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 whoa. It actually adds a lot of tension when you're worried about killing people.
Go on, get after it.
You know? Is that
How
him?
does a vehicular manslaughter rap sound, Shelton?
I hit him. I admit it. I just panicked, but it wasn't my fault.
What do you mean?
The guy jumped right out in front of me. He came out of nowhere. There's nothing I could do about it.
Why didn't you stop?
I've had accidents before.
That's it. We're done here. The DA is gonna love you.
They weren't all my fault. I'm a surveyor. I need my license for my job. There were people around. A woman and a man were standing right next to him. I thought they could get him to a hospital.
1 second.
I'm telling you, it's not my fault.
The guy is dead, Shelton.
You can't be serious.
William Shelton, you're coming downtown. We need to talk about
Maybe we shouldn't have went
manslaughter
and
charge.
talked to this guy.
We have the knife, we have the coroner's report, and I bet we could roll Sabo as a witness. Let's bring her in.
Stell?
So, initial report came back with an
What?
ID on our victim, Lester D. Pattison
Who?
of 182 North Hope Street. Captain
Which car
wants us
guy?
there double quick.
No, I haven't. Can you close the door? Okay. Hey, Prince, how you doing? So hopefully that didn't mess up the case, because we know it's not that guy. I mean, it's good to maybe bring him in for evading the law, that kind of thing. But yeah, we need to go
Can you drive
bring
to
in
this
the
one?
others.
Fine. Where are we headed?
They're not going to be there. They're going to be long gone. What is he doing? Actually, you know what? I want to drive. This guy drives like a nutso. All right. Watch it. Whoa, it's like a parade. Look at these nice big streets. Move it. There we go. Dispatch call.
540 West 9th Street at Uncle Sam's Army Supply. 540 West 9th Street. Unit can handle code 2 identified.
Well, I mean, that would be nice. But right now we got bigger fish to fry. And the fish oil is getting hot. And the fish is spoiling tomorrow. So we need to figure this out now. Oh no! Oh, she's okay. Wrong house. Yeah. You want to come up from the side. Sniper Elite 4. Play a co-op. Nice. That's a light knock. Oh, they ain't here. Oh.
Spoken to the coroner, Mrs. Pattison. He confirmed your husband's cause of death. We'd like you to come downtown and answer some questions.
It wasn't me. It was Leroy's idea. Leroy stabbed him. I had nothing to do with it.
Where is Leroy now?
He's in the bedroom.
You're very good, Lorna.
Put the gun down, Leroy. If you do something stupid now, You don't stand a chance in front of the grand
Nice of
jury.
you to give me up, sweetheart. All that whispering in my ear, telling me how we had to get rid of him, how good it could be, all the money we could claim, all that planning, how to get him into the street, how to make it look like an accident.
For God's sake,
you had
Leroy,
all
shut
the
up.
bases covered, baby.
I have nothing to do
You
with it.
think I'm gonna fry for you,
He's a
Lorna?
crazy man. Shoot him. Shoot him, for God's sake.
It's too late, Sabo.
You think that bedroom door had a yellow doorknob on it because eventually we'd be going through it? So that's the one we went through, right? Holy Toledo. There's a real ruckus going on up there.
Sabo, stop or I will shoot.
You look spooked, Phelps. I thought you'd been under fire before.
It never gets any easier, Bukowski.
I like it, Prince. Sounds great.
So, I give you a hit and run. You bring me back fraud, conspiracy, and first-degree murder. This is how a good detective operates, Phelps. You take nothing at face value. You keep digging and
Especially
asking
the faces
questions
in this
until
game.
you get to the truth. You got some sharp elbows on you, detective. I like that. Keep up the good work.
I think it's usually truth, bad cop, accused. Seems like the most of them. Yeah, the golden boy. A regional hoverboard champion gets recruited by the government to go on a mission to save the galaxy because all planet rotations are stopping. Space Jam? Regional hoverboard?
Phelps, Bukowski. Beat cop says he located a green Kaiser Fraser from the hot sheet. Address is 6 West 2nd Street. Get over there, see what you can find out. Go on. Sorry to inconvenience you.
We're on it, Captain.
I wonder if he could have solved that any differently by
I
not shooting
swear,
him
the
like
more
that.
bent cars we bring in, the longer the hot sheet gets.
It pays the rent, though. Keeps Mrs. Phelps in the manner to which she's accustomed.
I'm not sure she'd agree with you.
Passionate,
she
romantic
exist?
type like you, Cole? I don't believe you.
The champion joins a team that's made up of the best pilot in the world. Galaxy Intergalactic Hoverboard Champion. Two twins that control gravity. Like an anime movie? Get in. Get in. Why don't you get in? He likes to get in with me. I think I would have remembered that.
I wouldn't feel safe in a tank with you driving. They're calling her the Dahlia now. Wonder what Veronica Lake makes of that one.
Ooh.
What a case. You hear whether they're making any progress?
Well, Captain Donnelly seems to think they have it all wrapped up. Brown and Green are sweating this Manley character. I heard it'll be in front of a grand jury by next week.
Poor thing. Terrible enough being murdered like that without having her death strewn all over the front page.
I never noticed how much that pops in. Spill the beans, Brent. You know more than you're letting on. We're not playing this. Well,
That's the car, Cole. Just pulling out of the drive. Get him.
Going for a car chase, car chase, car chase.
Remember, we need him healthy enough to answer questions.
1247, Detective Phelps, requesting immediate backup in pursuit of a stolen green Kaiser Frazer from 6 West 2nd Street.
Kaiser Frazer. Out of the way. Good thing they had mini maps back then in the 40s.
Enough games, Phelps. Take this guy out.
Yeah, I'm trying. Have cops ever really done this? Smash into cars until they pull over?
All right. Maybe I was a couple miles over the speed limit.
Get bracelets on him, Phelps. I'll call it in.
Car 11K to KGPL. Suspect in custody requires transport
Out of the
back to
car
Central Station.
now.
Requesting a patrol unit.
Why did you run from us?
I saw a big car in my rearview mirror with 2 tough guys bearing down on me. What would you do?
What's your name?
Cliff Harrison.
You're under arrest.
For what? What are you talking about?
Nice try. I'm talking about the car being stolen.
You're out of your mind. I bought the car, and I've got the paperwork to prove it.
No, that was a good one, Prince. But then I could also see it.
Looks like we'll have some questions for the people at Coombs Automotive.
Kaiser Frazer, 2400. So if a car is 2400, brand new, radio, 2450, and she was going to get 14,000. So she was going to get about not 10 times the amount of the car, like 7 times the amount of a car. So if a new car is 30,000, so it's like $150,000, $200,000 life insurance policy. Throughout the ages, fight over control of the world. That wouldn't be Avengers Endgame. And the villains are named after music bands and musicians. I don't know.
You purchased this car from Coombs Automotive Company?
Yeah, that's right.
He's looking side to side, but he's not moving his face.
And the ownership papers?
From the same place.
Oh. California.
If this is a forgery, it's top notch. This will need to be traced.
Doesn't say Coombs on it.
You have a criminal record, Mr. Harrison?
No, nothing like that.
Of course you do, bad cop.
You better give us something, Cliff, or we're gonna make this hard on you.
I didn't steal the car. I ran because I've got some wacky backy in the glove compartment.
How much, Cliff?
1 reefer.
We'll let it slide. You're in enough trouble. Who did you deal with at Coombs Automotive?
The owner, Richard Coombs.
And he made out the bill of sale personally?
Of course he did. He kept a facsimile for his records. Check with him.
We're going to get to the bottom of this, Harrison. Until we do, you're going downtown.
You gotta be kidding me. I'm getting arrested for buying a goddamn car?
If everything is legit, Harrison, you'll be out soon. Until then, if I were you, I'd keep my mouth shut.
Bag his possessions as evidence and have him arraigned for grand theft auto.
Right, Detective.
Do you know who my father is?
We need to get to Coombs Auto and check out Harrison's story.
Yeah.
You know what? I think he's telling the truth.
Some of the most convincing people you will ever listen to are born liars. Usually they're called politicians.
Oh, there's the one I deal with politicians. Oh. They need more of this Fallout radio, eh? So, people above people.
The paperwork all looked above board, and he seemed like a
Jojo.
clean-cut kid.
Uh-huh. Well, I get it now. You see some kid who's basically you 5 years ago and assume he's got to be innocent.
I'm more than happy to be proved wrong.
Hey, if he'd been black or Hispanic, you'd be singing a different tune. You spout all this communist crap about treating everybody the same, but it only works one way.
I'm not sure that's communism, Stefan.
Oh, God, please. Not another history lesson from the man who single-handedly won the war.
Are you finished?
Yes. I feel much better now. We'll shake down the car dealer and take it from there. Unless his daddy plays golf with yours, of course. In which case, we'll give him a firm gentleman's handshake and be on our way.
See? I knew you weren't finished.
I like their relationship here is progressing now, where they seem to feel more comfortable ribbing each other. It's better to tap the handbrake. Coombs Automotive. The guy looks shady. Man, weren't the cars back then just stunning?
Not another step. I have got a Buick Century sedan that would be absolutely perfect.
Detective Phelps, LAPD, are you the owner?
That's right. Richard Coombs at your service. You looking to trade in a black and white, boys?
Mr. Coombs, we're investigating an auto theft. A man by the name of Cliff Harrison claims he bought the car here.
Well, some people would say that my cars are a steal. That's a joke, son.
Very amusing, Mr. Coombs.
I remember Harrison. It was a green two-tone Kaiser Frazer, if I remember rightly.
Do you have the bill of sale?
It's in my office. Walk this way. That's a joke too, son.
Phelps, you mind if I shoot this guy? He's getting on my nerves.
This guy sounds like a pretty famous. He's a pretty famous character actor. Sounds like him, looks like him.
Here it is. Got the original pink slip there too.
Gene
Archer. 146 North Fremont Avenue.
Combs. Marquee printing. Okay. Sometimes the game seems to figure out these clues faster than I do.
Harrison's purchase receipt was legit, at least.
Isn't it amazing how different it feels when you have that full white note in front of the screen and this big, nice pink one? You like really feel the warmth of it. Okay, seems to be enough.
We have a couple of questions.
All right, fellas. Shoot.
Can you tell us how you came to buy the car?
Girl just wandered in right off the street.
Liar. No.
Nothing unusual about the car.
Not really my usual type of vehicle. The price was certainly right, though. Nice girl, but about as sharp as a bag of wet mice.
Did you pay with check or cash?
A check. She wanted it made out to cash, but I insisted. Man has to watch his cash flow.
What name?
I made it out to Gene Archer on the Bank of Arcadia.
Yeah, you like it? I just put a lot more lamps on the side and at me. I'm getting a lot less light today because it's pretty cloudy, and I moved the camera down, so I think it's a little better.
Can you describe this Gene Archer?
Brunette, maybe 25, 26. Little on the plump side, but not bone ugly.
What was your impression of her?
Kind of harried and harassed. In a hurry to go somewhere, but no place to go. You get to know the type.
Do you know anything about the company that prints these pink slips?
Here comes the lie.
Nope. Should I? It isn't exactly my business.
know. Bad cop? It's not twitching or anything.
It says Marquee Printing. You've never heard of them?
Marquee. Sure. They do all the government red tape. You'll find the place down on Aliso Street near San Pedro.
When exactly did you hand over the check, Mr. Combs?
Close of play on Friday.
Why didn't you pay her cash? You knew the car was dirty.
I had an inkling. When people are in a hurry for money, always pay by check, son. Gives you a couple days to back out.
This was all above board.
Yes, of course it was.
Did this look legitimate to you, Coombs?
I'm in used cars, son, not bearer bonds. In my business, you don't look a gift horse in the mouth. Now don't come on all high and mighty with me if you want my help.
So we should have done a...
Thanks for your help, Mr. Combs.
5 out of 5.
We need to continue the investigation.
Hope you sort out your problem with Mr. Harrison. Go easy on him, son. Boy's about as sharp as a bowling ball. He's built too low. The fastballs fly over his head.
Let me shoot this guy, please. You have a pleasant day, Mr. Combs.
The legs can touch under the desk. It's way better. Yeah, I think it looks more natural.
Well, Harrison might
yeah,
be
the
off
white,
the
I
hook,
put the
but we
white
can
balance on
still
auto.
run an APB on Gene Archer. Get on the horn and call it in.
Okay, we got a telephone. We used to have one of the last payphones in this town used to be right outside our house. Stella's dad got rid of it because people hang out there all night. I don't know. I'd have to get a new PlayStation, and I recently had a change in my budget. That to go and buy a new PS3 just for one game seems a bit silly. So I'll have to think how to do that.
Requesting an APB on Gene Archer, age approximately 25, on suspicion of Grand Theft Auto.
I'll relay the information.
Maybe I can fix the CD drive myself.
A James Velasco is being held at Central Station on suspicion of GTA. Possible link to the Harrison case. They're waiting on you to conduct the interview.
Thanks, ma'am.
Okay, James Velasco. Yeah, Bunny started it. I'll let her get a bit ahead, I guess, and then I gotta investigate it. But yeah, I have to really take a look at my budget. So, and I had a PS3, and then it just crapped out on me. I don't know. I mean, fixing a Blu-ray drive seems like for anybody to do it, it's probably going to be probably the same price as me just grabbing another PS3. Let's go get some info. And then we'll go down and do some
Here's a
interrogation.
chicken and egg question for you. Do you think you have to be an asshole to sell cars? Or that selling cars turns you into an asshole?
You've got it in for everyone today, haven't you?
I've always got it in for car sales. Doesn't matter what day it is. And why do they always think they're comedians when they're about as funny as a heart attack?
Maybe the more annoying they are, the quicker you sign on the dotted line, just to get the hell out of there.
Oh! Yikes. Playable? Really? You can emulate a PS3 game with that crazy architecture they had? And then, wow, I don't have like a super powerful PC either. I'll take a look. Maybe I can find a cheap one. I'm sure, like, to actually get the game would be pretty cheap. Maybe I could trade my PS3 to somebody that has a working disk drive and just give them like an extra bit of money or something. Yeah, I guess so. Free to give it a go. Yeah. Well, I'm trying to drive safely. I really wasn't trying to smash into those people. The game's nice because it's set up into these tiny little chunks. Marquee Printing, 405. She's about as sharp as a bag of wet mice. I love those little lamps. And then we'll have the NPCs react in real time about your
And
achievements.
what can I do for you, gentlemen?
It'll be very immersive.
I'm a traffic detective from Central Division. Who's in charge here?
I am, Gordon Lightfall. What's this about?
We understand that your company prints California vehicle titles.
Yes, I have the government contract to print pink slips. I've done for some years.
Have you had any goods or equipment stolen recently? We're running up against stolen cars with seemingly legitimate paperwork.
Not recently. Have you ruled out forgery? There's no shortage of talented artists in this town.
Is that it?
We'll keep it in mind.
Well, I trust you've got all that you need.
Go bug someone else, huh?
Is that all we're supposed to do there?
You can drive.
All right. Where to?
Maybe we should... I don't know who we should talk to first. I mean, if you're trying to accuse somebody, you want to get all the clues before you talk to them. And then... But you could also talk to people to give you information for the next thing, right? Hard to say. Yeah, I see what you mean. Just get like a digital copy. Or I could even buy the game and rip it. So you're saying like mod my PS3? That seems like a lot of work.
Should have known that Archer Broad would have given us a false address.
We should go to the station, see what this Velasco guy has to say.
Not only to hold the line on existing prices, but to make reductions whenever profits justify such action.
I can't control the car.
It is up.
You're behind the wheel.
Do we know where we're going?
Maybe we didn't do enough at the printing company. It's not... No, it's not marked off. PS3 modding is as easy as downloading a file to USB and putting it... Really? Could try that, and then I could just buy the game and then rip it. I'm sure I can get the game for like $10. That could be a good way to go. Alright, there's got to be something else here. He said, check the forgeries. Bobby Driscoll. Feels like there's something else that could be here. Don't. Okay, back away.
Well, I trust you've got all that you need.
Yeah, you trust that, would you? The old ledger book.
Doesn't look like anything.
It's a book.
Maybe if... No.
I just thought this would be crossed off, you know? What is that saying? Can't play Nino Kuni 1 or DMC 4. Cool, okay. Well, I guess I could try that. Maybe you can send me a link in Discord. I used to work at a place where you had to punch in a little time card. They want to know every minute. I love that old Art Deco style. Alright, I guess there's nothing.
You know the way. You can drive.
And where exactly are we going?
Probably didn't need him to say that every single time. Well, I got a mosquito bite. The times are changing. You can tell by the blood that's left your body. Pacific Electric. Whenever you find a clue and it does that, dilly, it reminds me. It's the Super Mario World when you go to that underwater area that goes like boom, 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 billy.
Detectives.
There's that clue sound.
Velasco
That's
is
the melody.
prepped and ready in 2. Another stolen car with legit papers.
Thanks.
Papers, legit papers.
Number 2. Interview room 2. All right, let's do it.
This guy must have escaped the lunatic.
What's that sign say? Interview room 2. Down here. What do you got for me?
What do you think?
Let's get the interview started. If we do this right, who knows what Velasco might roll over on.
Crummy
Oh,
bastard.
this guy is shady.
James Belasco?
I want a lawyer. It's my car and I got the proof right here. Take a look for yourself.
It looks like he's going to be in Watch Dogs in 50 years.
I put him down with my sap.
The paper is real enough, Belasco, but the car isn't yours. This pink slip is a forgery.
I say we bust in there and find the goddamn evidence.
Where were you taking the car, James?
Blow it off, greenhorn. You'll get nothing from me.
Come on, Belasco. Don't make it hard on yourself.
I've got nothing to say till I see an attorney.
Oh, they put an X there.
Does the name Jean Archer mean anything to you?
Nope. Never heard of her.
You're a freaking liar.
You want my partner here to convince you that you do know her?
I'm giving you the straight dope. I don't know no Jean Archer.
You had a chance to cooperate, Belasco.
Aw, man.
See you in 10 years when you get out.
So I blew it. I wonder if they're going to make me redo that.
You're Phelps, right?
Yes, I am. Look, can we do this later? I'm in the middle of it.
Ray Pinker. I'm with Technical Services. The pink slips are all real.
Yes, we know that.
There's only one company that prints them in California, the Marquee Printing Company. They've confirmed that the numbers are legitimate.
You've checked them out?
Sure. They're on Aliso Street, near the corner of San Pedro. The guy I spoke to was Lightval. Gordon Lightval. Here, I wrote it down.
I can
Rick.
write.
This is
See?
a great lead. We'll get down there as soon as we can.
How long is this gonna take?
Gordon Lightwall. All right.
Phelps, your GTA suspect, Gene Archer, spotted by a patrolman. Western Union office, 253 South Hill. Less than a minute away down the street if you run. Go! She won't hang around.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Yeah, maybe it's one of those things where if you do it in the wrong order. This music is great. Get in the car.
Come on! We don't want to lose her!
And we're here. Who's Alden Pierce? Is he in one of those games you guys pester me with? Oh my gosh, he's cashing a check.
It'll only take a little while longer, madam. It's quite a lot of money. Hurry up and propose.
LAPD. We'll take it from here.
God damn it. Everyone's against me. Look, just let me get my money and get out of here, okay? You look sweet. How about giving a girl a break? I could be very nice.
I'm afraid I can't do that, Miss Archer. Stefan, call for black and white.
Just my luck to get the only hair sure cop in the LAPD.
Hair shirt? What's that mean? Oh, I see. I see Aiden Pierce. That's such a Watch Dogs. Think of a cool name. Aiden Pierce. Pierce. They all have that exact same shade of lipstick.
The
Back
car
then.
you sold to Coombs was stolen, Miss Archer. There won't be any money.
I handed over all the right paperwork when I sold it, Buster.
Yes.
down, Gene. Just tell me why you sold the car.
You're sweet. You really are. But just get the fuck out of my way.
Or ruined it.
How long have you and Belasco been delivering cars?
Who is James Belasco?
You're a liar.
He's your boyfriend. He's the guy you boost cars with. He gave you up. He thinks you're so dumb you'd steal a free sample.
So I'm no genius. I make the best with what I've got. Why are you so cruel?
Oh. Oh,
You decided to make this hard on yourself, Gene. Let's see how you handle the hard time.
It's really hard to know when to use the evidence or not. But I like that there's a possibility of failure. It adds the tension, you know, rather than just like clicking through a conversation to see what happens. You actually feel involved. I have more fun failing at this than succeeding in Red Dead. You know what I mean? And the story still moves along even if you fail. I think.
You drive. I need to go over the
If this was a game made back in the 80s.
Where are we going?
It'd be...
Friendly girl. Used to getting
You'd
her
fail,
own way.
but then you'd probably have something where you'd have to like restart the whole game.
She's not my type. And what is your type, Phelps? I'm married.
And then if you'd saved, you could actually put yourself in a position where you have to start the whole game over.
Scrap that second half.
So a hair shirt is somebody...
I don't know. Blondes, I guess.
Hallelujah!
Trying to punish
the man
themselves,
is
eh?
human after all. Now we're getting somewhere. Yep, I'm with you on the blondes. Brunettes are fine too. And there's nothing wrong with a good redhead. But I draw the line at gray. You know what? I might have to lift that embargo soon in the interest of maintaining a free market.
A man with high standards.
The standards are only as high as the last glass of whiskey.
I have the, you know, the nice curved one. The regular slim. It's like a 60 gig or 100 gig or something. Actually, I think the hard drive's small. I used to have a big chunky one that was could actually play PS2 discs. Hardware emulation. I see. I was just here too early. Yo, you.
Sorry, pal.
Leave him be.
I'm busy.
So I need to be using more evidence.
We have some questions for you, Mr. Lightball.
Lightval. Mr. Lightval.
Mr. Lightball, we're currently working 2 auto theft cases. Do you know anything about a car theft ring?
Certainly not. Why would I get mixed up in a thing like that?
Oh my god, there's so many things. Registration, Coombe Shadow Bill, Archer's ownership. Because these are all legitimate. That's why.
I think you're in this up to your neck, Lightball.
You're out of your mind. What an allegation. I'll report you to your superiors. The chief of police is a very good friend of mine.
Which one? Belasco's.
A very heartfelt and genuine apology is in order from you, young man.
Oh, no.
Do the names Cliff Harrison and James Belasco mean anything to you?
No, they do not.
I don't know. Oh, God. I guess bad cop.
Harrison bought his car from Coombs. The pink slip looks good, and that points the finger here. Do you have any employee trouble?
No, I don't. They've all been carefully screened. Look, now that I think about it, the name Coombs sounds familiar. I think they may have been involved in stolen documents in the past.
Okay, we got that one right.
Do you have a delivery ledger, Mr. Lightval? We would like to cross-check against the Coombs Automotive Emporium.
Yeah, it's right over there.
It's a little out of the ordinary, Detective. I'm not sure I can share those sorts of records.
Hand it over, Lightball. You don't want us having bad thoughts about you, do you?
Very well, but this really is irregular. Over here.
irregular. It's very irregular. You're being irregular, man. Sunset Strip outfit. There you go, Prince. New outfits.
Not much help.
Wrong thing. It's very irregular.
Look for patterns, recurring names, unusual addresses, anything out of the ordinary.
Kovac, another Hungarian guy. This is before they all started migrating over. Look at these red written signatures, huh? No, with no addresses.
You certainly encourage repeat business, Lightval. This Mr. Bigelow is a good customer. Sorry to bother you, sir. We'll let you know if there are any developments.
That was it? Bigelow. Bigelow, 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 Bigelow. All right. They do a pretty good job of incorporating the reality of the character into the mechanics of the game.
Well, I trust you've got all that you need.
Well, I trust you, right then. Yeah. Like, could you imagine putting, when you were in the car dealership office and there's those two things in front of him and he just puts his finger down and goes like, Well, see, that's almost like a nod to the old,
Can you drive to this one?
All right. Where to?
That's where Bigelow is? Because a lot of the old, these adventure games, they would have like a big finger on, or it would change to an eyeglass if you wanted to look at something, or a hand if you wanted to grab it.
Call for a couple of black and whites. Get Fleischer down here.
I thought you Marines were gung-ho, Cole. You have a 45. Don't you ever want to use it? I'll take the back. Just give me a few seconds to get around there.
No black and whites. Right over a box. I kind of forget why we're here. Stolen cars.
Cole Phelps, LAPD. All of you are coming downtown with me. Think so, huh? Throw out the guns.
Is my partner getting shot?
Too exposed!
Watch the exposure. Oh, Jesus.
How long do you think you can hold out?
Wow, a lot of these guys. Oh! The hat is off. Hang on, I'm getting a lag spike here. Time to turn off the old Wi-Fi.
I need cover! You're surrounded, and your buddies are dead. Your move, idiot. Come hit me.
Pow, pow. Piano, piano.
Move, move!
Exhilarating.
Let's clear the top floor. I don't want to get drilled in the back on the way out.
Covering fire!
Weapons weapons on the ground, now!
Oh, can I pick up a big shotgun or something? Should be fixed now.
Can I
Over.
get some cover here, for the love of God?
Stay down. Try the door at the end. I heard something.
All right, don't shoot! Keep your hands up. Watch him, Bukowski. He doesn't move until I've tossed this place.
We're gonna toss this place like a delicious salad. Some red book over here.
There are enough slips here to keep them stealing cars till Christmas.
Just trying to work hard. Mm-hmm. Okay. Ooh, here's a light. The light shows the way. What do we got? Bigelow.
Marquee Printing Company. There's nothing like going direct to the source.
Bigelow, Lightfall, Marquee. All names I've heard.
Betting slip. Looks like Mr. Lightfall has been on a losing streak.
This is yet another gamble he's lost.
We've got a trail of pink slips and stolen cars that leads right to your door, Bigelow. You're in this up to your neck, but I don't think you're the man in charge. Make it easier on yourself. Give him up.
I do work on cars for customers. You charge in here shooting up the place like it's the Battle of the Bulge.
Battle of the Bulge.
I can't give you anything.
Come on, man. The Battle of the Bulge. Don't you follow history?
We know about Marquee Printing. You can make this easier on yourself by giving us your man on the inside.
I sometimes repair cars and put them back on the road. I need a pink slip to resell them. There's no problem there.
I mean, he's screwing up his face quite a bit. Accused or bad cap? I don't know. Pink slips. Multiple pink slips and found on Passion. Yeah, there you go. I guess that, right?
Don't lie to me. I'm not in the mood for any more lies.
The slips are the real deal, and I ordered them from Marquee.
Alright, so do we go stolen car? Not bill of sale, Archer's ownership. Fake address? No. Notes from Ray Pinker. Or this one. I guess the pink slips.
I want a mouthpiece. The organization employs a very good one. Does a great job of keeping Mickey C out on the streets.
Whether you give up your bosses or not, Bigelow, you're going away for as long as I can put you there.
We'll see. I didn't fire a shot, copper. I just watched you tear my place up.
Alright. I want to see what that one was. Battle of the Bulge. L.A. Noir. Bigelow. Interview. What could we have said there? What was the Joey Tribbiani's got another show out, eh? It's like, what's it called? Man of the Plan. Some on that Kevin Nealon, he's a comedian. He does sort of like Jerry Seinfeld's Comedians in Cars. Kevin Nealon does hiking with comedians and actors. Comedians and actresses. Are you saying those are the only two? Alright, what's this one? Golden Butterfly, Silk Stocking, White Shoe, The Fallen Idol. Buyer Beware, The Driver's Seat.
Wake up, Cole.
Marriage Made in Heaven. I think it's Marriage Made in Heaven, is it? Where's Bigelow? No, we already solved that one, so this is a different one then, eh? Fallen Idol. Central Morgue, Patent Residence. Okay, yeah, so this is the next one. Bishops. Oh, what? We haven't done this one. So they came in different order. Driver's seat. Interesting. This is traffic case 1. And the other one was traffic case 2. Nope, we already did that one. So what's this one then? Like a detective case? A vice case? Does it say here? Statistics, maybe we'll post it. Stored cases complete 7. Yeah. Current rank 8. I wish it said what we were on. It's interesting how you could do like it tracks everything, even getting hit. So you could do sort of a no-hit run. Okay, well, it's not crash site. Oh, I think it's patrol case 4, buyer beware. No, that doesn't make any sense. Are the patrol and the traffic the same thing? No. Or is this a DLC case? This is very confusing. Where are we here? Oh boy. I just want to know what to do with this Bigelow guy. Bigelow interview. LA Noire. Yeah, you can change outfits apparently. It said I'd unlocked it. Oh, this is a DLC case. This is something they added. So we have that for free in the Switch version. That's cool. Gene Archer. Stephen Bigelow. Lie. Use deliveries ledger. Pink Sip Supply should have been a doubt, and then we should have done the deliveries ledger. Okay. All right. Outfits give you bonuses? How do you change them? Do you have to go... Does he have an apartment in this game? What do you do? Outfit. Golden bar. On patrol. The Sword of Justice. Sunset Strip. The movie stars. The Broderick. Hit harder and take more punches before going down. I like this one. Looks more like a gangster suit. This one looks very trendy for the time. This one looks more like something you'd see in the 70s. That one had the punches one. Well, Prince, you're the one who likes outfits, so you can pick. What are you guys all looking at? Crime scene.
Not one of the things I wanted to be when I grew up.
You're behind the wheel.
Back to the mutt.
Do we know where we're going?
I hate that guy says that every time. I hate it.
What a mess.
Gonna take some cleaning up, that's for sure.
I wish it hadn't gone that way.
Well, they shouldn't bring guns to work with them. We didn't have a lot of choice.
You have to admire the barefaced cheek of someone who tries to blow your brains out one minute and pleads innocence the next.
Yeah, especially when he's surrounded by evidence. But guys like Bigelow spend so much time convincing themselves that they're not doing anything wrong that they actually start to believe their own bullshit.
They get sloppy. Bigelow, Lightval, all of them. If they hadn't, who knows how long they could have kept this racket going.
Complacency or greed. It's always one of the two that brings them down.
Alrighty. Yeah, I mean, the other one says like best worn when hobnobbing the stars. That could just be a lore thing. That could be. I don't think that would help because everything in this game is very cut and dried in terms of the cases. It's not like they're going to reveal more information or anything. That was sometimes just that's the cutscene. So you think you're okay to skip it. Open.
You're under arrest.
You again? This harassment is starting to wear thin.
We found a box of pink slips in a warehouse full of hot cars. You signed for them, Lightball.
I signed for all the orders and deliveries. You'll need something better than that, cowboy.
You're a bloody liar.
Save it, Lightball. We already have all we need to send you down.
I've had enough of this. You either produce some shred of proof, or I call my attorney.
So yeah, if they talk about proof, then you know you're in the right. And then if they say I'm offended, it's more like... or you can back out. Oh, cool. So you can back out of it. You're a loser.
You're in the hole with the organization. We know about the debts, Lightball.
I agree. I have a small problem. I'm prepared to help you in any way I can, Detective. I'll name names. I need you to keep this out of the paper.
You need to shut up now, Lightball. Gordon Lightball, I'm charging you with conspiracy and fraud. Hands behind your back.
Hands behind your back. Butt above your head.
The LAPD Central Traffic Division has today smashed a nationwide auto theft ring, writes crime correspondent, blah, blah, blah. Oh, here it is. Traffic squad detectives confronted a large group of armed thugs. After an exchange of gunfire, more than a dozen dead criminals were removed from the scene. The LAPD sustained no casualties. Damn fine work, Phelps. Now get out there and nail some more bad guys, will you? I want to finish reading this.
They do capture a lot of really subtle acting, eh? It's done really nice. Like that smile of them. That proud smile. You know, it's delivered pretty well. More on the partner and the officer. Let's see who's in this cast. Full cast and crew. Oh my God, no injuries. A lot of vehicle damage. What does it matter though with the money? I don't care. It's not like you're buying a house in this game. Oh, one of these.
My family runs a shipping business in San Francisco. We used to have 2 ships a week to Tokyo. We've been in shipping for 2 generations, Hank. I've never been on a voyage anywhere. I feel like Odysseus in the beginning of his journey.
The Odyssey took 10 years, Cole.
This is the American century. America can rule the world after we win this war.
We need to stay alive, Cole. These men are counting on us. Have you heard what the veterans are saying to each other?
No.
Golden Gate and 48. That's 4 more hard years of fighting.
You know who else is in this game? Greg Grunberg. He's that guy that's in a lot of stuff with J.J. Abrams. Put him in The Force Awakens. He was the really fat X-Wing pilot. That looked completely out of place. He's in it because his buddy was directing it. Haven't you always wanted to do that? Apparently he's in this game too.
Phelps, Bukowski, you have a new case. 2 women, possible drink drive.
How is that a case?
The broad says she was doped and that somebody tried to kill her.
Where did this take place?
That's the bit you're gonna love. Right across the street.
What?
A Chevy Styline took a nosedive off the escarpment, fetched up underneath a Cola King billboard. Up to it, boys. We got bad guys to catch.
What? Does this guy have... He has, lighting on his podium right in his face.
See you later, fellers. Try not to work too hard.
Fellers?
Look at you bantering with the boys. It's a tear to my eye watching my caterpillar grow wings.
I'm just trying to fit in.
Educated, hardworking, straight as an arrow. I hate to break it to you, Cole, but we'll never fit in this country.
Should we
You know
just
the
rock
way.
it?
You can drive.
Sun says tripping hardboiled detective. Yeah. Oh, Golden Boy. Which one's hardboiled detective? That one's nice. Shoot straighter with the Garand and the Colt 45. That's pretty nice. Which one's hardboiled? Is that's something you saw for later, eh? You were looking it up. You spoiled an outfit. Okay. He's not gonna fit in with the boys dressing like that. With his fancy big pocketed suit. No way. Jazz Club.
Her face looks familiar.
Well, that's June Ballard, Tarzan's sister, beast of the Amazon. She's married to Guy McAfee. The captain has moved to Vegas now, but the two of them still have juice.
Phelps, traffic.
Detective Phelps. Hey, Bukowski. Long time no see.
You could have called this in by megaphone, Enrique. Phelps, this is Enrique Gonzalez. Enrique was a pretty decent middleweight.
What do we have, Gonzalez?
Broad drives right through the empty lot and off the side of the escarpment. Her story is that a movie producer doped her and her friend and sent the car over the cliff.
Was anyone hurt?
Driver's beat up. Not too bad considering. If she hadn't hit that billboard, we'd be scraping both of them off the pavement. Passengers are Jessica Hamilton. Just a kid. She's pretty knocked around.
Kid gonna be all right?
I think so. They've taken her to central receiving. If you want to take a look around, stall the ambulance.
Thanks. Do that.
One more thing. Watch out for the driver. She cuts rough.
This ain't the red carpet, so get out of my lens.
If you're looking for the coroner, he's down by the crash site.
Mrs. McAfee, we would like to ask you a few questions, if that's okay.
I prefer to use my maiden name, June Ballard. You might be familiar with some of my work.
Can you tell us what happened here?
You're kind of
Look like Harry Potter.
cop. Maybe a bit on the serious side.
What about me, June? I'm a big fan of Beast
You?
of...
I don't like. Keep out of this.
B movie actress.
We understand
Punching
that you're
above
still
her
suffering
weight.
from the effects of the accident, Mrs. McAfee. The officer says that you claimed that you were drugged. Who did this to you?
That rat slipped us a Mickey Finn. It's no wonder I feel so dopey. I can't remember.
It's a serious offense to withhold information from the police during a criminal investigation, madam.
I told you to call me June. You're making me feel like an old lady. And don't bother your handsome head about this. My husband will settle the score with Mark Bishop.
Got it right, though.
You mentioned a Mark Bishop. You think he might have had something to do with this?
He is a movie producer. As for his involvement, you just leave it to me and my husband to worry about.
It's not going to play that way, Mrs. McAfee. We'll take it from there.
Relax, detective. You're not nearly as cute when you're mad.
We got it wrong. What should we have done there? I'm very curious.
This is a big scene, Phelps. We need to get our bearings.
NOIRE.
Let's go see the coroner.
What's this case called? This is traffic case, traffic 4. Right. Traffic 4, I think it was. The Fallen Idol. Last traffic one before we move on to the next. June Ballard. We had a whole bunch of stuff we could have done.
What are we waiting for?
Doping allegation. We could have doubted. Injured. There's a whole bunch of other stuff. I don't know. Maybe we need to find out more stuff. The old crash site. Why do their faces sort of phase in and out of existence? More like phases, not faces. This bench. Seedy world of the film industry. Back then it was big news. The golden era of Hollywood. Big sets, big productions. People seeing things they'd never seen before. On a regular basis. New money coming in. To the desert city of Los Angeles. A city that shouldn't exist. How do you get down there? There's a path, Phelps. Use it.
Ugh. They told me to wait on the detectives. But I can't hang around forever.
Yeah, when you hold the ZR trigger down, it's got a bit of like play to it. Does not feel good. It's too bad. Everything else with the controller feels pretty good, but that's the only part that feels not too solid. I like the Joy-Cons too. It's got a bit of like a spring sound in the shoulder buds.
You'll want to see this, Phelps. There, laid out on the trunk. And that isn't even the best part.
Cocaine.
They've been torn off. Where did you find them?
They were stuffed in the young lady's handbag. I'll run a trace for semen when I get back to the lab.
Back to the old semen lab. Yeah, well, they would use blanks, but one person died getting shot with a blank. Letter from the mother.
She's a long way from home.
She was 15. I wanted to be like Clara Bow and wear lovely dresses and kiss handsome men. But then I grew up and married your father. I realized life was pretty boring. And good, though. Hey, June. Camille. All right.
Looks like they're lucky they weren't more badly injured.
Must have been unconscious. Being relaxed tends to lessen the soft tissue damage.
No seatbelts. Yeah, that's a very specific fetish, eh? I like granny underwear, bit of semen, blood from a car crash, that kind of thing.
Driver?
Maybe not.
How so?
Well, the head I found without a body piqued my interest. See what you think.
Alas, poor Yorick. I knew him, Horatio. Is it real?
No. I think it's supposed to be a replica of an Indian shrunken head. It's some kind of curio or movie prop. See the casting marks?
Yes.
What's it made from?
Plaster of Paris would be my first guess, then painted.
So we can rule out the murder angle?
No, you can rule that in. That thing was wedging the accelerator to the floor. Whoever did it wanted these women dead.
Yeah, it's a shrunken head, man.
We should speak to Ballard again. She might not be telling us the whole story.
So maybe I didn't have enough information to talk to her at first. Get that correct. Alright, you can keep the ambient sounds down a bit. I love these old ambulances.
What can you tell us about the passenger in your car?
Jessica Hamilton. Poor Jessica. It's been a rough day for her. She's desperate to break into movies. What more can I say?
Plenty. You can say plenty.
How old is Jessica, Mrs. Ballard?
I couldn't say how old Jessica is. Old enough, sweetheart, as the saying goes.
Ah, we messed it up. I mean, what were we supposed to do there? That was a lie. Injured female passenger. Okay. I don't really know why that would have been a lie.
We found a shrunken head. It was used to tamper with your car.
You see, I normally don't drive off cliffs. The last thing I remember is getting behind the wheel.
It's obviously some kind of movie prop. You must know where it came from.
In case you hadn't noticed, I am the talent. And the talent doesn't deal with props or sets or any of that kind of stuff. Why don't you ask Mark Bishop which prop house he uses?
Mrs. McAfee, I think it would be in everyone's best interest if you accompanied Patrolman Gonzalez back to the receiving hospital.
I'm going to be okay. These guys can take me home after my lawyer and I have talked to the news hounds.
Mrs. McAfee, you are still under the influence of narcotics, and you're likely to go into shock once the drugs wear off.
And I thought you were a heel. It's nice of you to be concerned.
I think we're good here. Let's go see what we can shake out of the kid.
What do you think of them constantly telling you, which ones you got right and wrong? Some people have said that feels like sort of a negative reinforcement. I feel like Whoa, did you see that? He's in a big hurry.
You can drive.
Fine. Where are we headed?
Trying to click that so fast that he wouldn't have his little retort. I think it's good. Let you know what's going on. This is a bit frustrating. Spicy time.
11K, 11 King. The car crash victim has regained consciousness at Central Receiving Hospital.
What's she gonna look like? Is she gonna look 15? That's a bit creepy. Ripped underwear. You can take me home, officer. Anytime. What'd you say, officer? Spread 'em? Okay. How you doing there, Inky boy? Central Police. Yeah. I think if I didn't know, I'd be even more confused as to whether I was doing it right.
Hello, Detective Phelps, here to interview a Jessica Hamilton.
Jessica Hamilton. Oh, yes. She's in the room right behind you, Detective.
Will it hurt? You can't hold me here. No! I don't need to be manhandled by a doctor. I need my lawyer. Hey!
Feeling
Where
better
is the
this morning,
telephone? Do you know who I am?
My head still feels swimmy.
Who is freaking
Is
out?
this going to take a long time?
I don't think so.
Is that Rockstar NPC dialogue getting annoying?
Hello, Jessica. My name is Cole Phelps. I'm a policeman. I'd like to talk to you about your accident, if that's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, she looks extremely young.
Are you going to sign him out?
That undeveloped face.
Can you tell me what you remember about the crash?
It's all kind of fuzzy. I remember waking up here. Nothing happened yesterday.
Can you change my bedpan, nurse?
When can I
The
get out of here?
victim was drugged. The underwear. See, this is where I don't know. What's the walkthrough say? The walkthrough says...
Do you know how much the operation is?
Yeah. Oh, we could have spoke to the doctor. Darn.
anything I can do?
All right. So yeah, we need to talk about the underwear.
Yes.
Your underwear, lady. You're a liar.
Tell the truth, Jessica. Why the big cover-up?
I'm not lying to you.
Is your head feeling better?
It was fuzzy and warm, and purple and crushed.
We found your underwear in your handbag, Jessica. You need to tell us what happened.
The doctor told me what happened. I didn't want that. I just wanted to be a star, to be in movies. I told Junie what happened, and she told me to toughen up. That was the price of stardom.
Did she now, cold-hearted bitch?
It's not Junie's fault. It's not my first time. I had a boyfriend back home, but my father found out about him.
Killed him.
Even if you
Buried him in his
consented,
swamp.
Jessica, you're still underage.
Do you think you could manage a little to eat?
We need to get in touch with your parents, Jessica, to tell them what has happened.
Oh, you don't need to worry them. They sent me along to stay with Aunt June. They trust her to take care of me.
You're lying, Jessica. How are we going to make this right if you lie to us?
Please, detective, why would I lie to you?
We found the letter, Jessica.
Are you
We
going to
found
sign
the
him
bloody
out?
letter.
Because you're a runaway, Jessica, and you don't have your parents' permission to be here. Now, do you want to tell me what really happened?
I went with Junie to this strange place. It's difficult to remember. Someone gave me a drink to calm my nerves, and then I felt faint. I think I must have passed out.
Do you feel any better today, sir?
Like, that thing that they're putting in the side, this other conversation going on, was so distracting and annoying.
How did you meet Mr. Bishop?
They because they wanted to be immersive.
Junie is a big movie star. You probably know that. She's doing a new movie.
Can you change my bedpan, nurse?
Yeah, I want to hear about someone changing a bedpan. Get out of the way.
Is there anything I can do to speed proceedings?
I mean, this thing says doubt. I don't know why.
What's the story with Bishop and Mrs. McAfee? Why does he want the two of you dead?
That can't be true. Mr. Bishop seemed very happy today. I mean, yesterday.
And that's why he wedged
Oh,
a
my
shrunken
troubles
head
seem
against
so
the accelerator pedal
far
and
away.
punted the two of you over an escarpment?
I overheard Junie speaking to him on the phone a couple of times. Screaming, really. She can be very hard sometimes, Junie. But they seemed okay yesterday, like they worked it out.
I know what happened to you, Jessica. Where exactly did it take place?
Please, it's scary. It's really difficult to think of anything.
Did you start them on morphine?
Okay. It's really hard to think of anything. Prop, shrunken head,
So this is what a morgue looks like, huh?
criminally abused.
God damn it, tell the truth, Jessica.
I am telling the truth. I don't know where the place is. I barely know this city.
Do you have time to help me?
Shut up.
I think you should leave now.
Oh no!
You're being
What were
horrible
we supposed to do there? That was supposed to be truth.
You've been a big help. Here's my card. If you think of anything or you need some help, just get in touch, okay?
All right.
Okay.
I think it might be a good idea if you went back home till you felt better, Jessica.
I couldn't do that, officer. What if I got the part and I wasn't there?
Are you sure I can't sue for malpractice?
It's the tale of this town, Cole. Lambs that go willingly to slaughter. Who the hell is that?
Must be her lawyer. He certainly expedited her release.
I don't like it, Cole. Why is she in such a hurry? We should follow her.
Look at these guys. They're totally invisible.
There she goes. Come on.
It's like they wanted to have that weird angle so you know that they can see them. Well, that the detectives can see them, but it's so obvious that the people in the car would see them. Tailing music.
Ballard is definitely up to something.
Excuse me. Thank you. Nixon. Nixon's what? They notice us backing up.
She seems to have made a remarkably speedy recovery.
Oh, they're way down there. Nixon, this is in the 40s? Wasn't he around for, like, Vietnam? Drive safely. Smash.
Ah, that's it for spotting. Back off. Back off.
Get in there and see what she's up to.
To the place where she needed to be. Take cover at a back door.
Brought has socks in it for you.
Back door. Bunny, 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 hi, hi. Find a booth of a newspaper.
Baby? No! I don't want him taught a lesson. You know what I want. Well, then make someone else do it! You still know people out here, don't you? Then make some calls! I'm gonna be very clear about this. You get this done, or I'm... Wilson's Hotel. Mr. Mark Bishop, that son of a bitch, lives in apartment 803. Sure, I got the film.
Yeah. Harder to hide behind your phone nowadays, eh? You'd have to carry a huge tablet. Hi, Jace! How's the new Yakuza?
So what's the story? I'm guessing she didn't stop for light refreshments.
She made a call. Sounds like Mark Bishop has a heap of trouble headed his way. I've got an address. Wilson's Hotel, apartment 803.
Oh, shit. You better step on it.
If he's got any sense, he'll be as far away from home as possible.
If he had any sense, he wouldn't have tried bumping off Guy McCaffrey's wife in the first place. Or he's done the job properly. McCaffrey will break a fella's legs just for looking at his broad.
What did you make of the kid? You believe her story? I think she was doped out of her tiny mind and given the casting couch. That fucking bitch Ballard sold her out.
Uh-oh! No!
Slow down!
Slow down? That's what he's upset about? It's a shortcut.
So if Ballard was doing someone a favor, why did they try to kill her?
That's fine. You learned that move in the
Can
army,
we
Phelps?
try to get there in one piece?
All units in the vicinity in car 11K, 11 King, a 415 in progress at apartment 803, Wilson's Apartment Hotel, 1220 West 7th Street, Westlake Park. 11K code 3, all other units code 2. KGPL clear.
Gun it! Let's get to the apartment before someone gets hurt.
Yeah, that's a good idea, Princey. Pick up that big giant menu. Typical Yakuza starting off strong as you're wondering what's going on. Yeah, that good Yakuza writing where you're wondering what's going on, but they keep giving you a little bit of information. They keep answering one question and then asking three others. It's great.
Full of advice, aren't you?
I was thinking, actually, Leonard had a good suggestion. And, I could just I could soft mod the PS3 so that I could buy the disc, rip it, and then just play the disc as a ROM. I can't read discs anymore. Run, 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 and then stop.
I'm Detective Phelps. We received a call about a domestic disturbance in apartment 803.
Oh, the detectives. Listen, Mrs. Bishop's pretty upset. Take the elevator and then left down the corridor. It's the last door on the right.
Yeah. Right, you have to listen to what people say. Take the elevator, last door on the right. It's not all about like mini maps.
Sounds like we're about to make it a hat trick of hysterical female witnesses.
Yeah, maybe. That'd be potentially less work than having to like rip Blu-ray things and swap things over, and probably less chance of things going wrong. What did you say? Last door on the right. Come on, Phelps, you're going the wrong way. No, 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 no. The smooth animations will have you entering and exiting elevators with ease. We have to go out and then go back in. You don't think you can rip a Blu-ray disc? Yeah, it'd be easier, I guess, just to download a ROM. But of course you can rip a Blu-ray disc. Yeah. Have you ever downloaded movies
LAPD,
before?
ma'am. Are you in danger?
I'm all right now. You just missed them. Horrible, awful men.
Are you injured, Mrs.
Mrs. Bishop.
She looks super familiar.
Gloria Bishop. Please, come in, officers.
Gloria Bishop, actor.
I'll just need to sit down for a moment. Forgive me.
That's perfectly normal, ma'am.
Just look at this mess.
We'll take a quick search of the premises, ma'am. You take a moment to gather your thoughts.
Are we still on the? Are we still on the same mission? Where have I seen that face? Gloria Bishop. No, there is an actress, a real one, just called Gloria Bishop. Yeah, that's who it is. Wait, what has she been in? Who's the bloody actress? Oh, this is an actual wiki of the character. You give way more information about the character than the actual actress. Gloria Bishop, actress, LA Noire. Carla Gallo. Or Gallo. What's she been in? Undeclared,
Hey,
Carnival, Bones,
Cole,
Californication.
let's get moving.
Judd Apatow stuff. Like what? First movie spanking of the monkey. That sounds like when the film career doesn't work out. Bowling for Columbine? 40-Year-Old Virgin. Oh, yeah. And Superbad. Period Blood Girl. Forgetting Sarah Marshall. Gag Me Girl. Sounds like a lot of her first movies spanking the monkey. Played a girl named Destiny. Get Him to the Greek. Sounds like a stripper. She's in tons of Judd Apatow movies. And Neighbors. That might be Judd Apatow one too. Oh, and TV. Law and Order, ER, NCIS. All the shows that like just cycle through one episode actors. Great. Okay. Look for some clues. She's got a very good look. Especially for this era. Does it feel like a Rockstar game? You know, when it feels like a Rockstar game is sort of the annoying NPCs constantly yelling out lines, but then also the attention to detail and the genre-specific stuff.
Probably nothing.
Feels like a Rockstar game. Where it doesn't feel like a Rockstar game is where it's difficult. Although the older Rockstar ones, like the older GTAs, were way tougher than Red Dead. Red Dead was the one where they just sort of like got rid of the challenge completely, just kind of made you walk through it. They made a video game actually be a walkthrough. Pretty swanky place.
Nothing significant.
Look at that ring. No? Nothing?
Seems irrelevant.
Okay. What's this? USB stick? Battery?
Doesn't give me anything to go on.
Okay. Well, that was fun. Book underneath the light. No. Check on the floor. $20,000.
What do you have to do to earn $20,000?
I don't think this is going to help us.
I have the slim one. So like the newer one, which to me has always seemed kind of like the main one. Every time I see a PS3, it's one of those. So we didn't accept that. Did we accept that dispatch one, or is that dispatch call a part of the main case? I'm kind of a bit lost with it.
Looks like the old movie set downtown.
Oh, sure.
Great Wall of Babylon. A replica of a replica.
Incidental. Circumstantial.
Why do you ask? Bunny buns. Yeah, I don't have super slim. I never liked the look of those. They looked fake. Nope. Looked like some black market copy console. Oof. Nice flute.
No good to me.
But you can see when the clocks stop, it's when they rob the place.
Doesn't tell me anything.
The fat feels good.
Looks like a mermaid in the background. Silver screen.
Who are these men in the picture?
My husband, Mark, and Marlon Hopgood. They work together on occasion. That's Hopgood's shop.
Let's do it, lady.
Those men, I think they work for Guy McAfee. Do you know the name?
No. Why should I?
June Ballard is married to Guy McAfee. Have you heard of her?
That slut. She's been badgering my husband for days.
Mrs. McAfee alleges that your husband tried to kill her and her friend last night. I think you should tell us what you know.
My husband's a movie producer. This has something to do with his new picture. He doesn't include me in his business.
How smug she is. What does the thing say? I think I have the more common one, so maybe it would make it easier to repair, perhaps. All right, let's see. Bishop's Apartments. I don't know. Does it look like she's lying? She looks like she's kind of scrunching up her face.
June Ballard said she had a deal to be in his new picture.
Mark repeatedly told her no. He had Joan Leslie lined up for the role. That's how he got the finance. June made all kinds of threats. She was very rude to me.
You know June Ballard?
We were both on the same picture a few years back. That's how I met my husband.
Titus and Una grape drink? Enjoy grape drink. And think about Tida and Una. Tida and Eunice.
Where can we find your husband, ma'am?
He told me he would be on set. That's all I know.
Looking straight, no mouth movements. It's true.
Either we find him or McAfee's people do, Mrs. Bishop. If you care for him, you should make sure that we find him first.
Yeah.
I do care for him. But I don't really know where he'd go if he were in trouble. Hopgood might know.
Why is your husband paying Lorna Hopgood $20,000?
Lorna? Marlon's ex-wife? Are you sure?
Are you sure about it? Well, we saw the check. Made out to Lorna Hopgood, baby. We found it on the floor, lady.
You're lying, Mrs. Bishop. It's some kind of payoff. You know exactly what the money is for and who it's getting paid to.
Do I? Would you like to prove that, detective?
See, this is where I'm glad I have the walkthrough, because if I would have not had it, I would have thought, oh, well, maybe now we have to think of something else. So it says, reminder of the check. That's stupid.
Your husband looks like he's being blackmailed. They obviously have something on him if he's prepared to kill to cover it up. Why is the payment going to Hopgood and not McAfee?
Lorna works at a check-cashing place in Hollywood. You need to ask Hopgood why he needs that much money in cash.
Your husband was at a casting yesterday with a young girl?
Not that I know of. He told me he was looking at locations. The picture's been cast.
All right. It seems like anytime they kind of flinch and look around. Yeah. So that would be... It does feel very soap opera-ish in the way that it's dramatic. Overly kind of dramatic. In the way that it's these constant 1-2 shots, right? Of you, of you, of you, of you. It's the quickest way to film a soap opera. So, I mean, I'm trying to use this walkthrough to sort of learn a little bit better. It says abuse of Jessica Hamilton, doubt. So, like, this is where I wouldn't know whether to go doubt or to go accuse. You know? I mean, what about all the abuse to her? The evidence of the abuse. But it's a doubt. I don't know.
Jessica remembered a mermaid. The mermaid on the front of the prop store. You better come clean with me.
This is a sick town, detective. Are you sure you really want to know?
Yeah, I'm a detective. I want to know.
The truth is, my husband likes them young.
Oh, good God.
And you think that's okay?
I was 16 when I first met him. I thought he was a genius, a magician with film. I was 20 before I realized he was just a B-movie hack. But he's nothing compared to some of the monsters at these big studios.
These A-level monsters.
My guess is Ballard sacrificed her little friend. Happens to a lot of girls.
Your husband is in trouble. It could go easier for him if you were more helpful, Mrs. Bishop.
He's a big boy, detective, and so are you. This is Hollywood. There's always a deal to be done.
By the way, I'm going to use your phone.
Operator, give me dispatch.
How can I help you, detective?
Putting you through now.
Phelps, 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need a location on a silver screen prop store.
Just a moment.
I think the operator and the dispatch operator are the
Silver
same.
Screen Props, corner 3rd and Figueroa.
Thank you.
Figueroa. Figaro, 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 let it go. Have fun cleaning up your place. You guys play Detroit?
An aging movie star, a wannabe starlet, a movie producer's wife. We're finally rubbing shoulders with the almost rich and famous.
Good thing I put on my new suit.
And from the stories they've given us, clearly none of them can act.
Hey! Ooh. Haven't played it yet. I think Bunny Jace played it. You see they're gonna have Mario Kart on Android? A bit weird, eh? Why not Apple?
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
So, where you want to go?
Well, I want to go to the corner of 3rd and Figueroa, if you'd been paying attention, you idiot. Played half of Detroit and couldn't be bothered to wait on playing Yak Zero, and never went back.
Mrs. Bishop knows more than she's letting on.
She doesn't seem to realize how much
Is it the
trouble
best
her
David Cage
husband is
game?
in. The LAPD are the least of their worries right now.
Yeah.
Bye, Catherine.
You'd think she'd have gotten the hint after those hatchet men redecorated her apartment.
Maybe she's just loyal.
Congratulations.
She didn't seem like your average gated broad with nothing between the ears.
Or she might just be trying to buy enough time for Bishop to put a couple of oceans between him and McAfee.
Yeah. Put a couple of oceans, see? Put a couple of buckets of salt water, if you know what I mean. Plenty of buckets. An ocean's worth of buckets. First of his you ever played? I remember thinking Fahrenheit Prophecy, or whatever it is, Indigo Prophecy, was good when I first played it way back when. Pretty terrible the second time I played it. Beyond Two Souls and some of them, sometimes they're so bad they're good, and other times they're just bad. Oh my god, a big squirrel. They're pretty cute squirrels. It's that tail, it makes them so much cuter than a rat.
Phelps and Bukowski, LAPD. We're investigating the attempted murder of June Ballard and Jessica Hamilton.
Christ! I'm Marlon Hopgood. How can I help?
You hold castings here?
How'd you hear about that? I got a little soundstage out back.
Lead the way.
Let's go, Hopgood. So Hopgood's the brother, right? What are they, twins? Ah.
So, you coming?
Look at all them lamps. Let me show you a couch. Lie down right here. Don't worry about the stains. It was alright, able to get into some moments. Eventually saw what the story was. I found with Beyond Two Souls, he was constantly trying to make you cry, but with these characters that were totally
Keep him
underdeveloped.
here, Stefan. I'm gonna take a look around.
What's this got to do with me?
Don't try my patience, knucklehead.
Yeah. I mean, David Cage is not subtle. He's not subtle at all. Ooh, I love when they take... That's when they put the metal part on the symbol and go shoing.
Turn off the lights, Hopgood.
Why would I want to do that?
Humor him.
Oh, God.
One-way mirrors. There's a room on the other side.
He did a good job of leading me over here with that big golden frame. Yeah.
Huh. Well, well. Find a way into that peep den, Phelps. I'll stay here and keep our pervert company.
Can't be that way, Phelps. You couldn't fit a rat through there.
Oh. Dr. Salscore. The Shrunken Head. The option you picked doesn't always play out the way you thought. Yeah, that was what was happening in, I think it was like Fallout. And Mass Effect Andromeda had that same sort of issue. Wasn't Fallout the one where it would just say, be sarcastic, and then you would kind of go from there? Pills. Zoom in.
Doping a 15-year-old kid and abusing her in a screen test. What is wrong with these people?
I wonder if a one-way mirror is also called a two-way mirror. Makes sense. Yeah, they're more like three-way mirrors. Especially for spying on three-ways. I'm stuck. Phelps, you alright? I'll get out. Especially with ones like Detroit where it's a vague idea you're choosing from.
Not sure this means much.
Yeah, I mean, they really have to nail that kind of stuff for a game like Detroit. I'm really pumped on this Cthulhu.
Don't think this is anything.
That Cthulhu detective game. I haven't played an actual. This is a pretty good detective game, but like something that's even better, even more thinking.
Optimistic, Cole.
How about this on the ground? What's that? No. Maybe there's a secret entrance or something. Pull the toilet. Boom, door opens. Yeah, Sinking City. Yeah, that looks good. Uh-oh, and death sentence. It's a two-way door. No, I need to find the peep room.
I'm sorry, but I'm really busy with an order for a new movie.
You just wait up. Yeah, so we got Yak 3, Judgment. Oh, that's pretty cool. Sinking City, Judgment, and Yak 3. Better get started. Just boosting things open. Oh, God. Oh, man.
So what happened to the film of Hamilton's screen test?
My mom sent me some old film, like an old film case. Just sort of a... She's like, you could use it as a prop for your movie reviews. I thought that's pretty thoughtful. And then I never did another movie review. I think more games should go after not trying to be... Oh my God, you could even see them going to the bathroom? No, Bunny was saying they had done that before. They struck it on, what, Yakuza 6 or something, right?
Jungle Drums, 8th and Francisco. Attention, Mark Bishop.
How come he didn't comment on looking in here? Oh, right, for the Japanese judge eyes. Good God. Yeah, I mean, music is a big licensing thing. Yeah, exactly. Right, sure. But I mean, like Bunny's saying, they've already done it. They've already busted people for it in Japan, you know, why couldn't it be here? I wouldn't be surprised. Different franchise.
So this is where you sprang from.
Okay. Great zoom in. Oh no, cutscene. I wish they would put these cutscenes in different spots. Like, put them at the beginning. Like, can't you see that at the cop station or something? It's a bit of a... Look, it's a bit of a break in momentum.
Listen, I have to call you back. I got some business here.
Sit down, Courtney. This is Mickey. Mickey, this is Courtney Sheldon. What would you like to drink?
Scotch. Straight up.
I hear you're back at school learning to be a doctor,
Oh,
kid.
this
Yes.
guy.
That's right, Mr.
So
Cohen.
you want to be
He's
a
always a creep.
doctor and a dope peddler. Interesting combination, huh?
Do we have a problem, Mr. Cohen?
We might have, yeah. Selling your dope to my boy Lenny looked like a good move, but Lenny has been supplying wholesale, so to speak. The Bindle boys in this town aren't used to the juice without a little of the middleman taking his cut.
Lenny promised that wouldn't happen, Mr. Cohen. And Lenny works for you.
What can I say about Lenny? Let me think. Oh yeah, he's a putz. And he's lazy, and he's greedy, but he's my wife's brother.
Yeah.
How can you make a cake with those
He's a
ingredients, huh?
putz.
Please.
So how is that my problem, Mr. Cohen?
Well, kid, the only way we're going to be able to make this work is to do some repackaging. We need to get the dope out of those dinky little cardboard boxes and...
Surrettes.
Yeah, Surrettes. Right. We can put it into a big vat so we can water it down a little bit.
I won't bore you with the chemistry, but it doesn't work that way. You're likely to kill even more people.
Okay, listen. We want to buy you out, kid. I'll offer you 50 grand. Hey. Hey! You don't like my offer?
This guy here. This kid's got a bit of moral quality to him. Doesn't want people to die.
The Sheldon kid? I think I want him dead.
I think I want him dead. I think when you're talking about killing people, you should be a little more firm. Well, bunny. I would say the actual sort of detective part is it's pretty fun because, like I said earlier in this episode, I'd rather fail at this. I enjoy more failing at this because it brings the tension that you can get things right and get things wrong, as opposed to not failing at, say, like a Red Dead or something, where you can't fail. You just push the buttons, you go through the motions. So it makes you constantly try to be aware of things. Sometimes it can be a bit obtuse. You're wondering, what's the difference between, when they're lying, but you don't know when to use the evidence or which evidence to use can be tough, but it just means you have to really pay attention. Sometimes it can feel a little bit unfair, but I also am not known for having a great attention to detail, so I won't always blame the game for sure. And then in terms of the mystery, right now it's a lot of these one-off crimes. So far, it seems like last 7 or 8 have all just been one-offs with this plot in the background and then him in the army. So you're hoping that those tie together. And if they could interact a bit with some, not all the crimes can be completely related, but it'd be nice if some of them were. So it's mostly a lot of it feels like everything has kind of been a side story so far. Look at that hair move. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah. Yeah. You walk away. He loves it. What do you think? He walked away. He loves it. The one-off crimes are pretty fun, and they are nice for the pacing. A lot of golden, bloody doors. Is this the one? Statues. Another jukebox. Is this where we first came in? Yeah, I think so. And then we went through there, right? There's still some... Usually they play the nice music when you've got it figured out. Yeah, the one-off crimes are pretty good. And they're nicely paced. It's a game you could just easily pick up and play just for a little bit. Put down, do a couple cases, move on. They don't take too long once you get through them. I do like a bit of a walkthrough for it, though, just so you can know what you're looking for. Let's see here. Hapgood. Secret camera room. Prop shrunken head molds. Empty film canister, newspaper. I guess that's it. Usually then it usually plays that music like, you found everything. Sort of like which sounds very much like the Zelda when you find something in a dungeon. Dun 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 dun. We already looked in this. Right? Found that. Alright, let's go talk to him. We found the drugs. We found the empty room. We found this. We found the prop shrunken heads. There's 2 of them, though. 2 sets of them. Yep. Looked at that. Looked at this one. No. No. Lots of them. Pretty specific thing to be leaving behind in a car. Probably should have grabbed a rock or a brick. Something nice and common. Alright. Let's get inside. Talk to this pervert. Busting perverts. Working on the night film. Alright, buddy. Association with Bishop.
You ever do any work for Mark Bishop?
Mainly do work for the studios. RKO, Republic, Warner Brothers. So yeah, when Bishop was doing work for a studio, yes.
When did you last see him?
Now I'm doing work for his next picture. Still pre-production though. Haven't seen him around here in a while.
So is he lying? He's looking to the side. His mouth is moving a bit. View him. What has it been? Haven't seen him around here for a while. Well, his name's on the stuff.
I know you're lying, Hopgood. Bishop was here, and you know exactly what he was doing and what he left lying around afterwards.
You come in here without a warrant, and now you start throwing your weight around?
Bishop. This is a lot of evidence in this case. Bishop film, Gay Cowboys, saddle prop. So there's that. 20,000 on the account of Mark Bishop. Bishop and Hopgood. That means they know each other. Doesn't mean they were there. Mark Bishop paying. No, but that wasn't made out to him, was it? Yeah, it was made out to Hopgood. Chlorohydrate. Bishop's whereabouts. On set. See, this is where I would know which one to pick.
You could hump a few props or sweep the floors if you got nothing better to do.
So you're supposed to say, show the empty film reel or the chlorohydrate to loosen his lips on that. So you would actually go with this chlorohydrate. Matching traces. So like, why would that help? Maybe they're keeping it more open-ended. I guess the empty film canister. What's the question again? What was the question?
I have a drugged-up 15-year-old girl, and you have chloral hydrate in your drinks cabinet. You give me something, or I will break your fucking jaw, Hopgood.
Bishop was here with June Ballard and the girl. A lot of producers and directors use this place. I'm not responsible for what goes on.
I wear a bow tie. I'm innocent. The whereabouts of Bishop.
McAfee's men are looking for Bishop. We need to find him first. Any idea where he might have gone to ground?
If he really tried to kill McAfee's wife, my advice to him would be to leave town.
Look at that. Solid. Usually it's in the mouth where they tend to
You're delivering props to
start
Jungle
twitching.
Drums on 8th Street?
Bishop is using that old rundown wreck of a set. That place is dangerous. But it might be a good spot to hide.
What's the deal with you and June Ballard?
Look, buddy, I make props. I hardly ever meet the talent unless it's something tailor-made for them, like a sword or something.
He's looking off to the side, right? A little bit. Pursing his lips. I don't know which one. So it's bad cop or accused. I really wanted it to remove one of the other ones. What do we got here? Empty film canister. Mark Bishop, Jessica Hamilton, film missing. See, this is where I would get totally confused. It just says relationship with Ballard. Okay, that makes sense. Relationship with Ballard, and you have a film canister that says Ballard right on it. But I mean, he could have filmed it and then just sent it off. Anyways.
You and Ballard are blackmailing Bishop. That's why he cracked.
You got nothing on me. My hands are clean on this.
Oh, yeah. What do you think about this empty film canister that before I wouldn't have accused you of? But the
Enough.
You told me to.
I've been in your peep room, Hopgood. I've seen your smut pictures and the camera setup. You made a movie of Jessica. I found the canister.
The deal is I get to sell the movies to burlesque houses and private collectors.
Ah.
These movie guys love seeing their cocks on screen. But part of the arrangement is I never film their faces. June had me film Bishop, and then she kept the movie for insurance. He went apeshit when he realized his face was front and center.
Who has the film now?
Who else? McAfee.
McAfee would later go on to create a wonderful antivirus program. Yeah, see, in that sense, it looked like we were just kind of using other evidence against him, even if it was sort of unrelated to the line of questioning.
Ballard had what she wanted. Where does the money come into it?
What money?
What money? Have you seen
Enough
the check?
of the lies.
I told you, I get my cut selling dirty movies.
Look at this $20,000 check, punk.
Your ex was getting 20 large from Bishop.
If I wanted to skim 20 from Bishop, we'd do it through the movie budget. June said she'd sell him the film once the movie had wrapped, but Guy wanted cash. He's in a cash-only business. You think I had a choice in this?
That's all for now, Hopgood. We're taking you in.
Phelps. Roy Earl, advice. Hold on a moment. This is clearly a vice case.
Look at this fancy
You've
suit.
been roughing up my informant?
Hopgood is a vice informer?
Yes, he is, Phelps, and a very important one. Look at that mug. Have you been upsetting these two officers, Marlon?
So we just drop it?
You do if you know what's good for you. You need to catch the movie producer before an angry husband does, from what I'm hearing.
I'll be making a full report to the captain, Detective.
You do that, kid. We're all very impressed with you.
Let it slide, Cole. Let's get out of here.
Detectives.
Johnny Goldberg. You work for Mickey C.
That's right, detectives.
You wouldn't happen to know the guys who roughed up Mrs. Bishop earlier today by any chance?
No, not us. We don't do that kind of thing. It's the husband we'd like to talk to.
This is a police matter. You don't want to be taken in for obstruction of justice, do you, boys?
You could try the obstruction.
Looks like he almost stumbled over his words there.
But it won't stick. We could beat that.
You've had your 10 cents worth, gentlemen.
Bishop knows how the world works. Mrs. McAfee hits him up for a movie part. Happens every day. But Bishop takes it a step too far and tries to rub out Mrs. McAfee.
Or rub
Naturally,
off.
Guy is going to get upset.
What made you think Bishop would be here?
We figure he might be planning a little accident for Hopgood, too. Those two guys have got some unfinished business. You let us know if you find Bishop. Guy McAfee can be a very generous man.
I'm only going to warn you once, gentlemen, to stay out of this. This is a police matter. We will be bringing Mark Bishop into custody.
At least he's polite. Kind of dumb, but polite.
But I'm a lot less polite, you smug son of a bitch. So let me put it in ruder terms that even a pair of blockheads like you might understand. The only reason that you don't have bars on your windows already is because you're small fry. And we don't waste our time on small fry. You stay away from Bishop, and you stay away from me. Is that clear enough for you, asshole? Now run along back to your boss so we can pat you on the head and tell you what good boys you are.
He really minimized this. You think people back then were always this dramatic? They'd go to the grocery store?
I don't think they like your little pep talkers.
What the heck? What's
Maybe
going
we
on
don't
here?
want anybody getting to Bishop before they do.
Run him down. What? Guy with the Tommy gun over here? There we go. That's good. I'd like to buy a bit of milk. Oh, really? Been buying a lot of milk lately? Yeah, well, I got the money, so what's it to you? Milk's on the corner. What else are you hiding back there? Cheese? Yeah, there's cheese. Smells like cheese. Looks like the milk's gone bad. Happy birthday. What's it to you? How do you know it's my birthday? Because I remembered. You got something to remember? Yeah, how old are you? 32. You're a liar. You're 33. I saw it on the birth certificate. Skip. I guess I get out and shoot the boys. Shoot the boys. Shoot the boys while you're shooting the breeze. Skip.
I don't think they like your little...
The thing with all these one-off cases is it's like really hard to keep track of everybody. Because every case is a brand new bunch of names. Okay. So now all of a sudden it's like Bishop, Hopgood, McAfee.
Let's see him chase us now. Onto the movie set, Phelps. Let's roll.
So I guess you could have done that. You could have had a car chase the other way if you wanted.
Johnston, president of the Motion Picture Association, talks frankly concerning the attitude
Oh, Christ. And they say working traffic is like watching paint dry.
You know how to piss people off, Mikowski.
Undoubtedly, there are such persons in Hollywood.
Bishop's hiding out on that creepy old movie set. We need to get there before the mob does.
Hey, if they're prepared to gun down cops in broad daylight, McAfee really means business.
Seems like we're the only ones who want...
I think I need to get back in and set the
I
notebook.
have a good mind just to let him go work on the son of a bitch.
Where's the notebook?
I'm
Up,
about
down,
done
left,
putting
right,
my life...
Up, down, D-pad. Start. This one. Locations. Jungle Drum set. Corner of 8th and San Fran.
That price is outrageous.
Let's go. So we gotta do
That's our job, unfortunately.
Let's try to finish this one fast. Get some Zelda going, because then we got Yak, Judgy. Maybe we'll do Yak first and get the Judgy a little bit after. We might be able to get it when the price comes down too, actually. They'll be pretty pumped to play it. But Yakuza's gonna take a while. Like I was saying, I just had a bit of a reality check with money, so I'm gonna have to start planning out a budget a little better. Watching my money, frivolous expenses, you know what I'm saying. Which is good. It's good to start doing a budget. Makes you really think about what you spend your money on. And now if you can save money in some places, you can spend it in other places, you know. There's so many things you forget the budget for as well, like how much do things actually cost. Like how much you want to spend on video games a month. If you spend less on eating out, you can spend more on video games. That kind of stuff. And then you go drinking one night and everything gets ruined.
There's the slippery bastard now.
No. God damn it!
Mark Bishop, stop! LAPD!
Get away.
Get him,
Go
Phelps.
faster.
I'll cover the exit.
He's the old backdoor Charlie, this fella. And stairs are the death of this guy's running speed. Okay, I'm trying to hold L. There's no... This guy's pretty slow. Now what? Now what? How do you tackle him? What's happening?
We're trying to help you, Bishop.
What's going on here?
All a big mistake.
Where are you going? You going up here? What's he doing now? Oh, God. Now it's really starting to feel like a Rockstar game. What the F? What is happening? I'll race you. Race you to the top.
It's us or McAfee's boys. Your choice. I didn't do anything.
We still need to have a chase scene. We budgeted for a chase scene. It's going to happen. I feel like I'm playing like some Assassin's Creed parkour race thing in the tutorial mission. Yeah, we got this whole... Oh my God. So wait a second. So he was supposed to run across that, and then I was supposed to jump across, and then I made him fall, and then I fell and died?
Mark Bishop, stop! LAPD!
Alright, where's the part with the falling? These things. Right. They need to fall when you're on it, not him. I guess I weigh a bit more.
We're trying to help you, Bishop.
Don't get dust in your eye.
It's all a big mistake.
I got dirt in my eye. Time out. Time out. You know what's a really great movie? You ever seen, it's with Bill Murray, it's called The Wrong Guy, I think? He thinks he's in sort of like, he thinks he's playing spy in some sort of, like somebody set up an elaborate game for him, but the people in the game actually think he is the real spy. And hilarity ensues.
Arthur McCaffrey's boy, your choice. I didn't do anything.
I didn't do nothing. Then why are you running? Because I haven't got my 1,000 steps in today.
Hands in the air, Bishop. Move another inch in your day.
There we go.
Mark Bishop, you're under arrest for the attempted murder of June Ballard and the rape and attempted murder of Jessica Hamilton.
All right, I'll come quietly. Just don't kill me. If you found me, then McAfee's goons will too. Oh, we need to get out of here.
All right, but you stay close. Any tricks, and I'll save McAfee's boys the trouble.
Follow me. I know another way out of this place.
I'm plenty good at escaping, see? Mario clipping into the steps. I know that kind of like sound. That rat-a-tat-tat.
Detective, they're trying to kill me.
All right, cool escort mission.
Back the hell down.
My favorite.
Hey, you.
Come on. Blew his hat off. See you later, Leonard. Thanks for hanging out. Goodbye. I think having a... I mean, the thing about watching paint dry as a game is... at least it's not a lie. You know? And it could be used as like a meditative game or like a wallpaper.
Last chance to back the hell
A wallpaper of wallpaper drawing. Hit him right in the old chomper. Hit him right in the old brain basket.
It's this way.
They always pop up in the same place.
You hear me?
Kill them, for God's sake! I don't want to die!
LAPD, you're making a big mistake.
Reinforcements are on the way. Cease and desist.
Shouldn't wear a hat in a gunfight. Gives your position away. Where's old White Dot? White Dot Charlie. Shoot the barrels to destroy.
My God, they're everywhere.
There's no way out of here. I thought you said you knew where you were going.
We have to jump for it.
Okay, cool.
Find some cover!
You have to get me out of here.
I feel like the Terminator. Oh, you saw some red barrels? You knew what was going on. You speak game language. Oh. Hello? Cover system's not too bad.
I'm gonna find you.
Wow.
For the love of God, how many are there? Oh, you can't hit him from this distance.
I think I can, actually. Look at this guy. Ready for a dramatic fall?
Damn it. Out of range.
Out of range, yeah. There was another gun over here. Oh, I think it was up higher, actually.
This is worse than a war zone.
Found a movie set, too. Pretty smart. Nice and dramatic. Whoa!
three of them. We're done for.
Don't be so negative. Watch this. Oh, blew his hat off. Ah, no big fall? Ah.
I should have known that bitch was trouble.
I should have known raping that kid would be trouble. Why do I always get in trouble for raping? Everybody else gets away with it. Don't break your thumb.
Get him over here, I'll cover you! Come on, the cavalry's here!
He's gonna
This
die.
way!
Oh, there's like an outfit we can put on that has better shooting. Why don't we do that? The sharpshooter. Why are you taking your clothes off, Phelps? This ain't a time. How'd you keep a suit inside your suit? The sharpshooter.
Those barrels at the base of the elephant column. They're full of gasoline. Shoot them quickly.
Yeah, they keep a lot of gas in here. What do you say? The base of the tower? What's that?
You're covered, Phelps.
Base of the tower. Barrels. I'll see.
Let's go.
Stay in cover.
Got it, Phelps.
Quite the cover. Yeah, that's better. Oh, this guy says, don't use my hiding spot. Too cocky.
Find some cover.
I would have loved to play finish up Deus. There you go. There's some barrels for you. Whoa.
Follow me. We need to get him to the car.
Follow me.
All right, let's go. Now.
Where is this guy? Nice.
Stay in cover.
He's not a super likable
Bishop, that's enough. Your movement,
main character. He's got his flaws. I don't hate him though, but I still find him pretty interesting. You're waiting to see what's going to be underneath. How easily the Egyptian Empire crumbles. Especially when built by the American Empire film industry.
You're almost there.
Side straight for like a freaking Doom. There's one more on your mini-map, Phelps. Check it out.
Now, this is what I call a result. Mark Bishop, erstwhile film producer, an all-around piece of shit, catches a fast ticket to Quentin for statch rape and attempted murder, so he gets to spend the next 15 years playing sissy instead of sticking it to little girls. That is justice with a capital J, Detective Phelps. You developed such a reputation, I'm not going to be able to hold on to you any longer. You're getting promoted. Go on, get your new assignment. It was good working with you, son.
The old pincer move. You ever see Ronin, where it's a De Niro heist movie? Where they're like planning at the heist, and I think it's like Sean Bean is saying, yeah, we'll position here and we'll position here. And De Niro's like, who's this guy? Doesn't know. We put here, we're going to be shooting each other. What's going on? It's a cool movie. Great chase scenes.
Phelps, Bukowski, this your work?
Can I help you, Detective?
Sorry, Cap. Didn't see you there.
Yeah, I'll bet you didn't. This is a traffic case. You need something?
I'm here to buy a drink for the 2 LAPD traffic cops who broke the back of Guy McAfee's private army. You don't have a problem with that, do you, Captain?
Go right ahead.
Get in. I'm buying.
Can't we just have a tea? The blue room, baby.
You'll like this place. A lot of movie people hang out here. You like jazz, Cole? The hopheads love it.
Sure, I guess.
Big bands and swing I can understand, but this bebop palaver? How are you supposed to dance to that?
That was our problem on the cruise ship. The old people wanted
This is
slow
Phelps,
ballroom
Leroy.
dancing
Be nice
jazz.
to 'em.
And
You'll like
everybody in
this
the band
place.
wanted to play
They
fast
treat you
bebop.
right.
Would you like a table, Roy?
What do you think we want to do? Stand at the bar like
I'll
chumps?
get a table ready for you then.
Don't look so happy to see me, Alphonse. I might get the wrong impression. Cole, this is Alphonse. He's a French Negro from Africa. Can you beat that?
The Congo.
A pleasure to meet you, Alphonse. Is Elsa singing tonight?
Yes, she is. She has the next set.
Come on, Cole. You can meet Elsa while they're fixing us a table. You'll like her. She's something else.
Maybe another night, Roy. She's pretty beat up about it.
Get your hands off me. Don't ever tell me what to do or what not to do, Alphonse. You got a nice club here. Don't spoil it.
If you will follow me, detectives.
So everything about this
Just
guy's
open
been
the
bad
door.
so far? You think it's a red herring? Or he's the real
He
deal?
was my only real friend, Harlan. We went through it all. Do you realize what he meant to me?
Of course I do.
You have no idea. You said it was construction work.
It was an industrial accident, Elsa. How can I be held responsible?
Elsa, are you going on?
Louis, for God's sake, he was my best friend. The only man who ever loved me without putting his hands on me.
Hi, Elsa. Here's someone I'd like you to meet. Cole Phelps.
Kinda looks like a
war
Hayden,
hero and
Panettiere.
crime fighter extraordinaire.
And why would I want to meet another fascist from the LAPD?
Sorry about this, Cole.
Good point.
What an evening I'm having. First a Negro puts his hands on me, and then this. Who do you think you're talking to, you German junkie whore? Don't you ever forget your place with me again. Do you hear me? Evening, Doc. How's business?
Sanguine. Louis, help me here. I'm gonna have to give her something before her performance.
Blow it off, Cole. These artsy-fartsy types always get a little flighty. Meet Dr. Harlan Fontaine, doctor to the stars. Mr. Fix-It to the mental wreckage of Hollywood.
That's how Michael Jackson bit it.
So what about that drink, boys?
Let it go. Let it go. Hey, look at that. Traffic is done and dusted. We're on the way up. Doctor's coming in. Main story's creeping around. I guess it's like I like the idea of them showing those constant side stories with that doctor before he comes around here to the main story. It's just the placement of the newspapers is the only thing. But I guess that becomes sort of like an Easter egg. But you could have just stuck him in the police station. Was there a lot of vehicle damage? I didn't see it. But it's like, what's the point? There's no money in the game. 6 months? What happened to Elsa? I wanted to hear her sing a song. How cool would that have been? Classic shot. The red lipstick Moira. Whoa! One more for good measure.
All right, gentlemen, take your seats. Let's get this over before lunch. Floyd Rose of the Homicide Squad has decided to take early retirement. We will all miss Floyd and the steely edge he brought to his police work. The department has arranged a wee drink at the Galway Arms to quench the mighty thirst a man gets from 25 years of police work. Floyd's departure leaves a place at the top table, and the chief has seen fit to promote Cole Phelps from burglary to the homicide desk. Stand up, Phelps. Take a chair. You're in the major leagues now, Sonny. Rusty Galloway, a fine lawman of the old school, will be taking over
Ah,
this
new
week.
partner? Missed the old guy. already.
Your first case is the murder of a woman, found last night and bearing all the signs of the werewolf. Get out to the scene, lads.
Let's play horse. I'll be the front end and you can be yourself.
Guy gave his wife a tap. Say all's fair in love and war.
You like that gushing blood? He's
we
hitting
bust in there and
arteries.
find
Must
the
be a
goddamn
doctor. Let's check
Do
out
you
the
have the
hospitals.
address?
It's been all over KGPL. It's off Temple Street, between Belmont and Glendale.
Nice day for it.
No goodbye to our old buddy pal.
Are you working Friday night?
He was a good sideman.
You're behind the wheel.
But, so we got promoted to the top or the bottom of this next level? Why'd they say he gets promoted to the top of the table? Weird.
What
Maybe
happened to
promoted
Rose?
to the top.
Parker wants the chief's job. Word is it's either going to be him or Thad Green. So they're both clearing the decks.
So where does that leave you, Galloway?
Leaves me saddled with a chump like you, Phelps. I didn't ask for you and I don't want you, so keep it to yourself. See if you can learn something about seeing how a real cop operates.
What did he mean by the werewolf?
Medallion. The Daily News came out calling him the werewolf killer. Examiner came up with the Black Dahlia.
Somebody
Close
thinks
to
so.
catching him?
Not a chance. 6 months and hundreds of guys running down leads, and we got nothing.
You don't think this has anything to do with it?
No, I don't. 90% of murders are domestic, Phelps. Some guy gets into a beef with his wife, he takes it too far. This will be the same. But cutting someone in half and leaving them off the sidewalk, that's a one-off.
Why so many women this year?
Because of the war. You should know that. Guy gets to kill people every day in combat. Comes home, he's expected to take lip from his wife. What do you think's gonna happen?
It's that simple.
Like I said, most of the time it is.
War. War does funny things to men. You think you can talk to me like that? You know what I do to the Vietnamese to talk to me like that? Actually, the war they're talking about is what, World War II. I'll show you what I did to old Hitler's buddies. Oh, you gonna be serving me sauerkraut? You gonna be serving me sauerkraut? What do you want? You want kraut? Just kidding, I love sauerkraut.
How about a scoop for the Examiner, Galloway? You could use some good press.
Another tramp, another message. Is the werewolf back in business, boys?
Do you have a mother, asshole? A sister? How about showing some respect for this poor woman? Let us do our job, and Detective Galloway will give you a statement later.
He's good, Rusty. He even sounds genuine.
That's Phelps, guys. The war hero. Defending the honor of murdered humps.
Get used to it, Phelps. Move it along, guys. You got your pictures, you got your headlines. Now scram.
So the part right here is always a bit weird, eh? You like the theming and everything, just not fond of the actual gameplay. I guess the part that's only kind of boring is the, like the constant kind of like looking through things that don't matter. Oh boy. Here you go. Here's where the real story starts. This is where the real action begins. When you have to, like, you know, pick up 5 different objects that mean nothing. Boom. Boom.
Patrolman, this your beat?
Yes, sir. Well, part of it. Kids park here, they use it like a lover's lane. It's a working neighborhood. Some trouble, but nothing like this. It's known locally as the Morgues.
You were first on the scene?
Yes, Detective.
No one's disturbed the body?
No, sir. We cleared out them vulture reporters so Pinker and the coroner could work. They're waiting to talk to you.
Go house to house and see what you come up with.
Yeah, the shooting part is okay. I mean, you can die fast, which I like. The driving you don't really have to do if you don't want to. You can not drive anywhere, which is cool. And you can skip the action.
What can you tell me
get to
about the shoe prints?
Men's size 8s. Pinker lifted impressions for me to compare back at the lab.
Oh boy.
Has the scene been secured?
Patrolman Houlihan saw to it. The victim's personal effects are still where they fell.
And where did they fall? Huh? Let's look at that, boys.
The victim's bag? Looks brand new. Can't be the one used on the body.
That's it, eh? Just a lipstick. Not the keys, nothing. Our artists have created 50,000 different combs and mirrors for the ultimate immersive experience in LA Noire.
Looks like some kind of puzzle or parlor game.
Oh, I totally forgot about doing the putting the pipe back on, that one, and then there was that other one where you put kind of like a puzzle together. Still life murder mysteries? Cool. Yeah. Sequel the same price? Still life, eh? Is it a point and click style? The Golden Snitch.
The Bomba Club. Why steal a table lighter?
Don't want to water. Thank you, the Princey. Cool. Anyone know how much Sunken City's gonna be? I'm hoping it's a $40 one. Whoa. Egyptian theater. The Egyptian link grows.
Doesn't appear to be connected.
Okay, well then I don't care about it.
Junk.
Probably 60, eh? I guess so. I thought 'cause it's sort of like a mid-tier game, they might bring it down. 65 euros. How much are normal games? Like how much is a full-priced game in Europe? She cut
Cause
in
of
half.
death? Could be the head injuries. She has been badly stomped.
What caused the blunt force injury to the face?
Could be anything from a baseball bat to a lug wrench. I'll have more details after the autopsy.
Be nice and wave. Hello. No. Just put a bit of air. I need a bit of air.
What about this wound on the finger?
Something removed. A ring, most likely. I assume it was taken post-mortem.
Okay, so it's gonna be pretty full priced, eh? Well, they gotta make their money. Looks good.
Interesting.
The Black Dahlia. Oh god, those shadows. Any lower? No. This one's fine. Okay, I think that's it.
What does the writing on the victim mean?
BD, Black Dahlia, Tex. Your guess is as good as mine. Could be something to it, or it could be the killer's trying to throw you off the scent. Either way, I'll run tests on the lipstick.
Any idea of the time of
He
death?
tested on his mouth.
From the temperature, I'd
Yep,
say after
lipstick.
midnight. I'll confirm with you later.
Can we get to the Bomba? A man could die of thirst on a case like this.
Okay. So is this guy gonna be? I bet you with this partner, they're gonna try and make him seem like a bad guy, alcoholic, but with a heart of gold. Let's go to the Bomba.
You know the way. You can drive.
And where exactly are we going?
To the place you just said, you idiot. Hey, sorry, that dialogue is put in. Because it's not sure when you're gonna need to hear it, or what you said before. And
The
after
werewolf?
For my money, a copycat.
We can't rule it out. We need to work the evidence.
You'd love that, wouldn't you? A big head to hang on your wall. The caller of the decade. I've been working evidence on BD case for 6 months and got nicks.
There's a difference, Rusty.
Oh, yeah?
I just started working it today.
Okay, oddshot. What's more likely? A Werewolf comes back around, leaving us a note on the corpse.
He clearly has a thing for power. Power over women. Why not power over the police department as well?
Let me finish, Phelps. A guy opens his mouth again after 6 months of stewing. Or some opportunist who's been reading about the BD figures, he'll rip off the MO and get himself a freebie.
That's not totally fantastical.
You know, the Examiner and the Daily News might be good at coming up with monikers, but they're terrible for police work. There's a reason we didn't get the son of a bitch after the short murder. It was them, locusts.
Where do you think the werewolf killer is now?
Dead by his own hand, stationed somewhere else with armed forces. San Quentin, another town, another country, who knows? So, Phelps, I understand you want to turn this into a big case, but it doesn't work like that, all right? A case will come and find you. You can't make it something it ain't, understand?
So you don't think the werewolf has continued to operate in the Los Angeles area?
No chance. You would have found it.
You know who he sounds like? You ever seen the first Star Wars, A New Hope? When they're on the Death Star and they're talking to the guy on the radio, they're like, "Who is this? What's your operating number?" That's who Phelps sounds like. And Han Solo's like, "We're good, how are you?" And then he shoots it. Lousy conversation anyway. Luke, let's get out of here.
A waitress. I have another spoon?
Can I have another spoon?
Gentlemen,
over
what
here?
can I get you? Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. Were you working here last night?
Yes. How can I help, officer?
You can start with your name.
Garrett Mason.
You're the regular bartender on nights?
I'm a temporary barman. I work for an agency. I fill in at bars across town.
Do you remember a woman who came in here last
That's
night?
it.
5'7", about 110 pounds, blonde hair, about 40 years of age.
You mean Celine Henry?
Yes. Do you know anything about her?
Let me check my
I
notes.
don't.
Yes.
But the owner, Mr. McCall, serves her most nights. Would you like to speak to him?
I would.
He sits at the back of the club. Wears a hibiscus. You can't miss him. Is there anything else?
Fire away, Phelps. I'll stay here. I'm a little parched. Pour me 3 fingers of rye.
He's a bit of a ganguero.
Always wearing the hibiscus.
Detective Phelps, LAPD. We're investigating the murder of Celine Henry. Do you know her?
Celine?
You going to pay for that?
Sure, I know her. She and I and
House
Jacob,
officer.
her husband, we go way back.
She was here last night?
Pour me another.
Sure, she's a regular.
How did we link
Celine
these
is-
two together?
Was a lovely woman.
Eh?
Was Mrs. Henry here with anyone last night?
Not at first.
All right, the
Celine already had quite a head
camera.
start.
Not the camera,
She
the camera.
attracted attention?
Certainly. A few gentlemen became very enamored with her and her stories. One guy in particular.
Good cop.
You know him?
No. He's been in a couple of times.
Did they leave together?
Yes. At around 11. If it helps, I made the guy's license plate.
Refill my coffee next time, honey. Say, honey, what time do you get off here?
I think this could be a great help, sir. Thank you.
Okay. So just by playing good cop, we got what we needed. Very nice. Seemed like a nice guy. Luke, we're gonna have company.
Mrs. Henry appeared to be missing a ring, torn from her finger, but not her wedding finger.
Celine always wore a red garnet ring on the large side.
Seems like something we steal in
than
an
life.
Elder Scrolls game.
Celine herself.
Did she have it a long time?
Sure. Since way back in her flying days.
Did her husband buy it for her?
No, it was before.
Lie, lie, lie. That's a lie. You're lying. Why? Well, we know it was missing. We don't know why, right? Right in the body. Bomb a club. I would just say bad cop, I guess.
I think you know where the ring came from, and I think you're gonna tell me.
Okay.
Yeah.
I bought it years ago. I carried a torch for Celine in those days. Guess I always have. Her old man never knew about it.
Alright, we got a check mark.
You know the husband?
Sure I know Jacob. He was in the Corps. He met Celine on a furlough and married her when the war was finished. He put up with a load of shit.
Do you think he killed his wife?
No. No, not in my opinion.
You're a liar. I know you're lying. But I don't have any proof. Bad cop again, I guess.
So if it wasn't Jacob, then you probably let her out of here with the guy who killed her. How do you feel about that?
Stow the attitude, will ya? I tried to get onto Jacob. I rang him up. Asked him to come pick her up, like usual. But he refused. She picked some night to push him over the edge. I rang him back around 11:30, but got no answer.
Thanks, Mr. McCall. You've been a big help. One more thing. Would you have an address for Celine?
142 North Union Avenue. God knows I had to send her home in enough cabs to remember that.
Oh.
Where's that goddamn place?
That was good. Call it
Let's
in.
get out of here.
Hey, what's the hurry? My stool was just starting to warm up nicely.
Was there a clue over here? Go check. Oh, we could have said she was here or something, maybe. Like, check the co-check ledger.
I started my shift 20 minutes ago. You're better off talking to the bartender.
Yeah.
Operator,
With me.
message for
God, I miss good
KGPL.
Shenmue.
Putting you through now.
I guess the most interesting thing about Shenmue 3 is do they realize why the first
Fed
one was entertaining
1247.
and why the second one wasn't?
How can I help, Detective?
I need a registered owner on a license plate, 2boy8899.
Two boy.
Yes, Detective. I'll need to contact the DMV. Shall I relay the details via KGPL?
Please.
The license plate is
Thanks for your help.
HBILF. Hot boy, I like to F word. Oh, what was that last one? F is in what? Hot boy, you like to what? No, it wasn't a U, it was an I. Oh, I see.
A waitress. I have
Waitress. Please spell it phonetically. Hot boy.
Can you drive to this one?
Fine. Where are we headed?
All right. What are all these games coming out? We gotta start making a plan. It's May 28th.
You
Have to
find the
make a
booze
plan,
helps
baby.
you get through a working day?
Sharpens my investigatory instincts, fellas.
Game
A smart
releases.
lawyer might use that to throw out anything you collect today.
A smart man might know it's unwise to stand between the patient and his medicine.
As long as you're not falling over, Rusty, I'll let it slide.
That's mighty kind of you, fellas. You know, you picked the wrong job if a healthy thirst offends you, Cole.
We owe it to this city to do the best we can in this position. As homicide detectives, that responsibility is all the more serious.
Always the politician.
It's not political, it's practical. Maybe the men combing Hollywood Boulevard after the Elizabeth Short murder were more interested in sniffing out booze than the clues that would have led to her killer.
Yeah, well, if only you'd been there, choir boy. Betty Short would be alive, the Japs would have spared Pearl Harbor, our ancestors wouldn't have tasted the forbidden fruit.
Minor syntactical error, Detective Galloway. I never claimed to be able to prevent crimes. I only suggested a proficiency in solving them. Guess that's the drink slowing you down.
Oh my God, brother, oh brother. It's worse than I could ever have imagined.
Alright. What was that other one that I got? Song of the Deep. So we got Yak 3 coming up, Breath of the Wild, Twilight Princess. June 25th is Judgment. And then we want to do... Oh, what was that one called? Sunken City. Sunken City release. June 27th. Oh boy. 2 days. June 27th, Sunken City. Sinking City. It is. Sinking City, yeah. Okay. Well, that's, it gives us a bit of time. That gives us a month. We have a month to finish this and Yak 3. So I think that's plenty of time. And then Twilight Pride will be doing on the side with it at Final Fantasy VI.
I'll try the back door. Wait here a second.
I'll have to get you that as a birthday present. Prince laughs. Little vanity license plate.
Side window's been jimmied. Looks like somebody's creeped the joint.
Yakuza 4 is already coming on Japan soon. Yeah, it'd be nice to just get it on the PS4. Run better. I wouldn't have to dick around with like modding my PS3 just to play it. And it would look better, and it probably has like some of those cool fill-in stories that help the story along.
You said I had to go back, Doctor.
The fires are cathartic. They allow you to confront your past.
You said the house would be empty.
Are you taking the medication I have prescribed?
You said the house would be empty. I heard them screaming.
Oh, God.
Circumstances were unfortunate. My colleagues had made all the necessary arrangements.
You said the house would be empty. You're killing me.
The deaths were unfortunate, but you have dealt with death before. I want you to come to the clinic and we can deal
with it. You said the house would be empty. How can I find peace?
Oh, boy. Well, they did such a good job with Kiwami 1 and 2. They added in a lot of things that made the story a lot more clear. Probably and it only costs like $40. Like, perfect remaster. Those scenes are a pretty good length, just enough to get it done. Just enough for him to say the house would be empty 4 times.
Optimistic, Cole.
Cool. Looks like a two-way mirror. That's true. Right, it might just be more of a polish up. That's a good point. They didn't not call it Kiwami not for nothing. What the heck are these?
Not sure this means much.
Play a little song. Oh, okay, it's just gonna be just a straight up polish. I mean, it's already on the PS3. Like the PS2 graphics. Probably good for the time. Look pretty rough now.
Not much help.
Might not even be like pure HD back then either. A burning passion? Someone really lit a match under his desire for troopers. No ring.
Tiffany? The rest of the stuff is junk. Might explain the missing ring.
Okay, missing jewelry from Tiffany. Everything else is crap. She was a flyer.
A regular Amelia Earhart in her day. The ring looks distinctive.
She's beautiful. She looks more like a video game character in that photo than anyone else does in this whole game. Actually, somebody on the
pertain to the case.
Somebody on like one of the walls for the casting couch area. They looked very video gamey. Get annoyed, Fatso. Who you call Fatso? A bucket. There's a phone. Probably gonna be calling something in.
Burglar used a pry bar. Why did you kick the door in?
You think I'm gonna climb through a broken window in a $30 suit? You got another thing coming, Buster.
$30. Los Diablos Tequila.
Junk.
Is that the only thing you can grab there? Nothing else? Just a bowl, sure. Not part of the scenery.
Seems irrelevant.
You know, it's amazing what you can do with baking soda and peroxide, individually or together. What's that? The biggest banana peel I've ever seen in my life. A shed.
We need to work the home address again.
Yeah. Could be clues. $30 then? Well, that guy bought a car for what, like $2,000? Or like a $10,000 or $20,000 car? Probably like a $300 suit.
Celine and Jacob are obviously having problems. It speaks to motive.
Crime scene evidence still weighs against it being the husband, but Jacob could give us something to go on. One of my exes drank like this, you'd be feeling the back of my hand.
Okay.
Call in burglary and get technical services out here. I'll talk to the neighbors.
Don't take all day about it, Phelps. I'll get nasty when I'm thirsty.
Canvas the neighbors, sure. There.
Galloway, homicide, badge number 564. Requesting technical services for a suspected 459 at 142 North Union.
We've graduated from having to do all the phone calls.
I knew it wasn't safe around here.
LAPD, are you acquainted with Celine Henry, Miss?
Horgan! Jennifer Horgan. I've known Celine for more than 10 years. Our children grew up together. What's going on, officer?
Did you see Mrs. Henry go out last night?
Well, I'm no busybody, you understand, but Celine had been drinking. And she and poor, long-suffering Jacob had a terrible row. I think Jacob may have given her a black eye. He stormed out and she went back inside.
Did he come back?
No. Celine was listening to music and shouting until she left around 10 p.m. She was very drunk to have been driving. But she is not the sort of person you can stop from doing something when her dander is up.
Not like lightly drunk where
What
you
is
can
this
still
about,
drive.
officer? Is Celine all right?
I'm afraid Mrs. Henry has been murdered now.
Murdered?
The Incredible
Oh
Hulk.
my
The Incredible
God.
Hulk Horgan.
I'm afraid I need to go and sit down.
I'll sit with you on the bed.
Just give me some time to myself, please.
Marital problems, eh? All these people walking differently though.
Let's see what Jacob has to say for himself.
I don't think Jacob is our man, but we should see what he has to say.
The streets are pretty populated when you're actually when you're standing on the sidewalk. Seems when you're driving, there's less. New vehicle unlock? Can you change it right now? No, could you? Maybe.
Jacob Henry had a violent argument with his wife last night. He's looking more and more likely.
My money, if God keeps the house looking like that, she probably deserved it. The skipper says bring him in. Keep the hacks off our backs for a while.
Fine by me.
So it ain't the werewolf killer after all. Good to see you've come to your senses, Cole.
Looks like a city off in the ocean.
Evidence. I only stipulated a connection to the BD killer as an avenue of investigation we should leave open. And as far as I'm concerned, it still is.
Nerd. That's a cool way to put it, actually. You'll be alright. Dust yourself off. Dust yourself off. He's a running man. Running as fast as he can. I remember me and my mom almost moved into a place like this. Just like everyone's windows face each other. Couldn't be in your living room with any privacy.
You Jacob Henry?
Yeah. Who's asking?
LAPD. You're under arrest for the murder of your wife, Celine Henry.
Murder? Celine?
Save the dramatics
Oh my
for
God.
RKO.
Wife?
Wow, you got bigger problems.
4?
What the hell are you talking about? You come in here, you tell me that Celine is...
Take a seat, Mr.
That
Henry.
she's...
We're gonna have a look around, then we'll talk.
Jesus.
Yeah, he
I'm
sounds
sorry.
innocent. Sounds like a nice guy. Or a pushover. The alcoholism and his illness.
I get even the slightest hint that you're a flight.
She was the drunk. He moved out. He's just a guy wearing his overalls, working hard. While his wife, look, he even washes his stuff and hangs it up. Kitchen, kitchen, kitchen. Murder supplies. We found the murder supplies here.
Wait till you try the gas chamber.
How many times they get a mentioned gas chamber in this game? No, 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 no. You gotta do like that tracing thing they do? Right, that's pretty cool, actually. Whoa. I need you to do something about my wife. You're gonna think it's a murder, but it's actually gonna be getting her into rehab. It's pretty cool how they have that animated back and forth like that. You can keep doing it over and over again. It still looks like you're progressing something. What am I missing here? What's this last little bit? Is this something? That's beautiful.
The oldest problem there is what to do about the old.
Not a death threat. It's not a death threat. Come on. Oldest trick in the book, game design. See, he's got a bedroom right by the outside. Ah, he wears shoes. The killer wore shoes too.
Size 11s.
That's what I wear. That's it. I like that they tell you, okay, you've solved it. Here's the Zelda item in a dungeon music. You found the crossbow.
So who could have killed Celine? Where did she go last night, Jacob?
A bar, I suppose. Look, I don't know.
You're a bloody liar. Where could she have gone? A bar, I suppose. Well... I mean, I know he's lying for sure. So it's accused.
You know where she went, Jacob. You're lying. Why would I help you if you keep lying to me?
Look, I'm telling you, I don't know.
Oh yeah, okay, he called and he wasn't there. Good thing that was written down.
We know she went to the Bomba Club.
The bartender there, he calls me if things are getting out of hand, and I go and I bring her home.
No.
He called me last night. I said no. Phone rang a couple more times after that. I ignored it.
Now my face is gonna melt
I have
off.
to live with that.
You have to live with that. I also got no peanut butter in the house.
When did you last see your wife, Mr. Henry?
Last night. I went to see her. We talked. Things got a little out of hand. I left.
That'll out of hand. This is probably where you use the black eye, right?
That's a lie, and you know it. You tailed her, watched her come out of a bar, and then beat her to death. Admit it, Henry.
Why would I do that, Detective?
Because of the black eye.
My wife was a drunk. It was a sickness with her. Doesn't mean I didn't love her. Would you stop loving your wife if she was unwell?
No, I wouldn't.
X. Wrong. Damn.
Why did you kill her, Jacob? Things will go better if you come clean about it.
That's a lousy thing to say. I never gave up on my wife.
That's a lie. That's a lie. So what's the deal? I never gave up on my wife. Oh, what about the thing that was written there? That one.
I don't believe you, Jacob. I think you didn't have the guts to do it yourself, so you had
This
someone...
this seems to be leading towards the note on the
You want to
phone.
back that up with something, Big Mouth? Huh?
The note by the phone suggests you meant her harm.
You want the truth? Truth is, I was sick to death of her. I was trying to have her committed.
We're still gonna need you to come downtown, Mr. Henry.
We can get this all down on paper, Jacob. How you got fed up with your wife and how you figured killing her would bury all your troubles.
Kill my own wife?
She was a lush and a tramp, and you just couldn't stand it anymore.
Shut your goddamn mouth.
So now you're gonna tell me you loved her? Ah, the DA goes all gooey over remorse, Jacob.
Yeah! Whoa, fighting. Which one's block or dodge again? Oh, crap. Dodge, 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 dodge. Is it Y? Uh-oh. I don't know which one's dodge. Oh. I don't know how to play. We had one fight so long ago. On foot vehicle. Motion controls, eh? Is that what you call them? Gunfight, combat, ZL, swipe the Joy-Con? Oh, yeah. Cool. So you could just play it like a Wii boxing. Rotate the Joy-Con. That sounds pretty fun. Gently shake it, put it down. Get some exercise in my wrists. Single tap. What are you talking about? What is that on the screen? Oh, you can play with touch controls too. Yeah. How about just the regular controls? Oh boy. What if I get knocked out if you just start this thing over again? Down! Nope.
Not.
There you go.
Oh!
Punched to death. Does an innocent man do that? I think Big Fatso be used to punches coming his way. Alright. Dodge. There we go. You have to do the lock on. Ooh. The old punch and handcuff combo. Pretty good. Maybe we can do that in Judgment.
Call it in and get a squad car dispatched. And check for messages. I'll keep old Slugger here company.
I thought he'd get a free shot in now that he could. Complete a brawl without losing your hat. I love it. He must have super glue on that head of his.
Operator, give me dispatch.
How can I help you, officer? We're detective.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need a patrol unit to transport a suspect back to Central.
Certainly, Detective. You have a message from the coroner. Do you wish to be put through?
Oh, you bet. You bet.
Yes, ma'am.
Carruthers,
It's Phelps.
I've completed the autopsy. Several wounds to the head from a blunt metal instrument.
Yeah, like a
match
guitar?
would be a socket wrench handle.
So the cause of death was the blunt.
No, the blows to the head surprisingly were not fatal. Death was from hemorrhage and shock from the fractured ribs and multiple injuries caused by the stomping.
Anything else?
He's some kind of sex fiend. The tissues of the anus were bruised about 1/8 of an inch, but no trace of semen in the anus, vagina, or stomach.
Thanks, Doc. Operator, give me R&I. Any word on an owner for that vehicle? License was 2boy8899.
Yes, Detective. The
Two
plane
boy,
belongs to a
8
brown
Charlie.
1936 Pontiac. Registered owner is one Alonzo Mendez of 402 South Fremont Street, apartment 16.
Thanks. Any other messages?
One, Detective. From Captain Donnelly. He wants any and all suspects returned to Central. Interviews to be set up immediately.
Got it. We're coming in.
I don't think he did it.
You're behind the wheel.
And where exactly are we going?
That's a big number, too. We know you're a pervert. The victim had that extended anus.
No, she just had a lot of tacos before.
Carruthers said she took a real pounding.
Maybe if he had been a little firmer in the beginning, he wouldn't be in this situation now.
This guy's advice is beat your wife often and early to avoid murder later on.
Women love me, Phelps. I have no complexity. They know exactly what they're gonna get.
A soldier's wildest dream. You can experience a soldier's wildest dream. Unfortunately, you will also experience soldier's nightmares. You will experience terrors from the war, PTSD flashbacks. Side effects may vary. That's so Art Deco. That what is that? Like a fan, almost a shell fan. Mendez. You hear that name a lot in the cop dramas. Oh, which number is he in? This one? Mendez. 16. Got it.
Mendez, apartment 16.
Fourth floor. Boom, boom, boom. Look, a very low quality husband. But he means he puts all his cards on the table. You know what you're getting. Everything back then had a very, because it was all mechanical rather than like purely electronic. So it had like a very tangible quality to it. Big bells and dingers.
Take a look around and see what you can find.
Okay. This game's got good pacing. I find that's usually the main thing which keeps me playing a game for a while. Is short chunks that tie together nicely. I always feel like just a little bit longer to get to that next part, you know? Like, if you're always thinking, okay, I'm only a few steps away from solving the case, then once you've solved the case, they give you a cutscene that's interesting, and you want to keep going to the next section, right? Pretty smart.
Not everything here is going to be relevant.
Well, yeah, you make it sound like it's my fault. You're the one who goes... Ba-ba-ba-bing. Alright, he looked at the eggs. Look at that nice big ice box. Like a safe. Looks like a place we could have an escape scene. Just looking at stealing some records. We have this fun night here. It's like every other Monday they do a bring your own vinyl night. So you bring a record, you do a little donation, and you get to pick one side to listen to. It's pretty cool. Ooh, a gun. Not relevant. Probably nothing. Just a handgun. It was a different time back then. Now, however, a bloody... Oh, the lipstick. Oh my god.
Brothers could match the color and brand of the body.
Looks pretty smushed. Used lipstick. How about this bloody baton? Who's this Mendez?
Consistent with Celine's injuries, and the blood can be typed.
But didn't kill her. It was whoever went stomp happy.
We have the murder weapon. We better get Pinker down here.
Why keep it? Why not throw it away?
Think these clowns are geniuses? Thank your stars you caught a break. Captain Donald will begin to like you.
Hey, what gives? LAPD, you're under arrest.
He's gonna run right out that window.
Do not lose that son of a bitch. I'll go get our wheels.
Oh, I knew it. I knew it.
Mendez,
Now I feel like
stop
I'm playing
right there.
Mirror's Edge, the prequel. Mirror's Edge could have been so cool. No, I'm gonna kick him in the head. I'm always the one getting kicked in the head. But I'm telling you what, I don't like it. Getting sick of it. Fool me once, kick in the head. Fool me twice, kick in the head. Fool me 3 times, I'm getting sick of being kicked in the head. Oh, is it gonna fall off? That old chestnut? Did you just get in the car? Let's go.
Get in and drive.
I'm too drunk. Bam. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Oh, watch out for the old cement truck. Uh-oh.
Hit him, Cole. Spit him out.
The acceleration is so realistic. Yes, go up that hill. Whoa! Ah! This car accelerates like a banshee. Mine accelerates like she's banned from accelerating. Keep LA safe. Drive safe. You got it. Oh, must have.
Don't go to sleep on me. Get me back in close.
You firing?
Hit it. Clean this asshole off the road.
And
And Americans recognize quality whether they're in New York, Milwaukee, Chicago.
it's good.
You're under arrest for the murder of Celine Henry.
That's the part where they're always accusing people of killing somebody. Because you have to bring, even if you think they haven't done it, you have to actually arrest them to bring them in, right? We're under the arrest for the murder. For the murder. For the murder, murder, murder. Just because you find a bloody weapon, a gun.
I ain't saying
And his last name's
goddamn thing.
Mendez. I think we got a couple big interrogations coming up. Kind of miss that old chief. He was so happy all the time. This guy seems a lot harder to please.
You did a grand job, lads.
But okay, we're not.
Phelps.
Maybe he's happy.
That's quite a way to acquit yourself in your first outing as a homicide investigator. It seems the city has a new and vengeful guardian. Considering the evidence against your suspect and the thoroughness with which a report was compiled, I foresee a safe passage through the courts, and the DA agrees with me. Brutality on a scale such as this deserves retribution. The people and the press of this city demand it.
Hey. No drink for you, rookie. They capture so much of the faces, eh? God, it makes me want to play The Last of Us 2 so bad. That was the nice thing about The Last of Us. Super cinematic. You can die really easily. Naughty Dog style. Quick dies. Cinematic. Set pieces. Quick deaths and quick reloads. Alright, I gotta go. Thanks, everybody. We'll be back tomorrow with, I don't know, more of this, or Final Fantasy VI, or maybe some Breath of the Wild, or Twipry. Want to get some good momentum going. And, what that game about the rats? The rats, 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 the rat game. The rat game? What? Which one? Oh, oh, Plague Tale. Yeah, that looks good. Wow, we've kind of got, let's check it out. Plague Tale. Yeah, it does look really good. Plague Tale Innocence, action, adventure, stealth. Looks good. Windows, PS4, Xbox One. Cool. Oh my god, they're making another Surge? Why? Published by Focus Home. Asobo. Oh yeah, this is one with like the really, really sort of beautiful looking story, right? Yeah. The main method of scaring rats off is with fire. Crafting ammunition and supplies. Stink bombs. Stink bombs that attract rats. Sulfur stones that ignite things. Cool. Only a 7 out of 10 from IGN. That is really bad. But IGN is also stupid. Everyone else just gives it an 8. 8 means nothing to me. 8 means it doesn't have any bugs. I like Polygon and Kotaku for their reviews. Seems like everybody else is too scared to give a real review. That's not true. Or like a YouTuber are usually pretty good. 81 on Metacritic. Hard to say. It's hard to say. Games are so subjective. But, I mean, from the trailer that I saw, it looks like I like what they are valuing and how they make it. And it looks like they're executing on that. Pretty average to good. Yeah. A Plague Tale. All right, I'll add that to my secondary list here. More of like a planned list. Plague Tale. My, like, watch for a sale. Plague Tale. Hopefully it's short, too. I'd love, like, a good 20-hour story. That'd be great. No more 60-hour huge adventures. All right, we'll be back tomorrow. I'll look on this. I'll look into this Yakuza 3 stuff. And who knows? Maybe Yakuza 3 will come out on the PS4 sometime soon. And then Still Life. Okay, I'll take a look. Put Still Life down there. Still Life Detective CSI. And it's very cheap. Okie doke. All right, that was good. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty big coming up in the next month. This was pretty fun though. This one kept me pretty interested. It's funny. I was got really excited about playing it just before we started, so it's a good sign with this game. And then now that the hopefully they can really stick the landing. That'd be nice. That's the thing with a lot of these games. It's like, you know, build, and what are you building to? That was another thing about Observation, is I thought, okay, look, you didn't manage to keep the rest of it interesting, but could have a good ending. And it has like a somewhat powerful ending, but did the ending actually really make any sense in Observation? Is it not supposed to? Isn't that great when things don't make sense and they're not supposed to? How great. All right, I'm out of here, everybody. Bye-bye. Thank you very much. I'll see you later.